Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Critical Beauty. Hey,
Hey,
I was worried. I was worried for a minute. I thought you'd never show up.
I will never do that to you unless I'm driving.
Darling, you need to fix your
Hold on.
lighting. This is dark.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what's going on? Hold on. And I have
You
like three
need to
lamps
fix
in
your
my
lighting.
beautiful. Well, I guess I need to put the torch close to me.
Your
Hopefully, my torch.
your torch.
Yeah, my
Okay.
torch,
A
my
little bit,
lamp.
yeah, a little bit more because your face is dark.
There?
Slightly better.
Slightly better.
Slightly better.
This is
It's not the
awful. Okay,
best, but it's
I
like,
even have it. I even have a freaking lamp in front of me.
okay.
I feel shorter today, by the way. I,
All right. Is my voice and clear, laudable?
mhm.
Okay, because the last time I did a live stream with another
Uh-huh.
channel and I saw that video and I thought my audio was not very good, but hopefully everybody can hear me.
No,
So
I can hear
yes,
you perfectly.
wonderful. So we're just waiting for people to join in, and you know what?
Sure.
It's
Let me
I
start.
don't I don't know
Tell
how
me.
the weather's like in South Carolina, but here in my state of Massachusetts, we have thunderstorms. So once in a while, you will hear the thunder in the background.
Oh, I love rainy days.
Me too, especially in the summertime. It's like
Mm-hmm.
the best moment to maybe to take a nap. Rainy afternoons, rainy, lazy afternoons, best moment to take a nap, or maybe like drink a tea or read a book, cozy up with your dog or your loved one or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So
Your
yeah,
pillows, 25,000 pillows.
exactly, exactly. So, but anyway,
And I'm
yes,
sorry, I'm sharing the link of the live as we speak because there's a lot of people from pageantry that was like, let me know when you're. I said, okay. So I'm sending now. I want nobody to complain.
I
Hi.
noticed, darling, I just noticed you have the most beautiful teeth.
Oh, thank you. Colgate.
Is it Colgate? Because I use
Yeah.
Colgate to see, because my teeth are kind of like yellowish because I drink a lot of coffee and
Me
tea.
too.
But any type of toothpaste that I use, it says like whitening, the best whitening, with bleach or whatever, or peroxide. They don't work. They just don't work. I don't know why. These bleachers don't like my teeth for some reason. So
You need to be normally what I do is like after I finish like coffee, I use straw to drink cold coffee, of course, but it is like regular coffee. I use the cups that have like a little zippy hole, not the whole thing, so it's much better. And I always try that after I finish my coffee or wine, brush
uh-huh.
my teeth the best I can, or mouthwash with a little peroxide, good to go.
I think you know what? That's a good idea. I've never tried it before because I've tried about having a professional, white like bleach white done on my teeth, but I've heard a lot of like different reviews, like mixed reviews. It's not good for your enamel, for the enamel of your teeth. So you're better off just using Colgate or any type of
Yeah.
toothpaste, or those white strips that you put on your like lower and upper teeth.
Ugh. I tried those ones. I was
Like,
master. I'm like, what is going on? Like, didn't last. Needless to say. I mean, I didn't bought them. Was my former partner of 2 centuries ago. He
uh-huh.
wanted to try them, so I was like, let me try myself. Like, ugh.
Okay. So yeah, well, have a good night, good evening. Welcome people from all over the world watching Critical Beauty tonight. I had my wonderful dear friend Wilfredo, who is AKA Runway Papi, a professional runway coach, walking coach. So you teach models, pageant girls how to walk, etc. I meant to ask you how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this officially since 1998. I studied in Puerto Rico. I studied modeling. I did everything basic, intermediate, and advanced. and went through the whole 9 yards about how to walk, etiquette, Q&A, of course. I was blessed to have amazing teachers at the time. So throughout the course, they cross-trained me. They asked me, "Can you walk in heels?" I said, "I can try." So they gave me a pair of heels. I said, "Start running, start running. You got this." I said, "Perfect, let's do this." So I became an assistant one of the teachers as well. I was amazing. So I enjoy it. That is the reason for me is very serious when I hear people like, "Oh, I'm a whatever coach." I feel like the you went through the process, the you study it, the you have a mentor, because I have a mentor. Her name is Eleni Rivas,
Mhm.
um, former Puerto Rican top model. She modeled in Puerto Rico, Europe,
Wait,
Mexico,
what's
you
her
name
name? Do I
it.
know her?
Eleni Rivas, you might know her.
Okay.
Uh,
Right.
she's been in the industry like forever. Um, and she's my number one mentor, of course. Thanks to her, I had the blessing to work within the Miss World organization in Puerto Rico under the guidance of Miss Puerto Rico 1995, one of my favorite, Desiree Lauri, top
Hello. We
five
all love
in Miss Universe.
Desiree. Yeah.
Yeah, she should have win or made top three. I think uh, she was one of those non-winners that you felt like that was a secure crown for Puerto Rico. And it's not because it's Puerto Rican, it's
Yeah.
because every pageant Desiree went, she never uh, was out of the semifinalists or finalists. Even when
Yeah.
they did the Reinado Internacional del Café in Colombia, that is very, she
Hmm.
was top five because they only was choosing five out of I don't know how many.
Yeah.
And that year, Puerto Rico was given the crown, and she was top five. So just imagine.
Yeah.
So I was blessed for that. And then is I'm one of those that they said that you are not a prophet on your own land. So
Yeah.
when I moved here to United States, was a different ball game. It's like a different group of people. So I said, let's take the challenge, and the rest is history. So I'm super happy. I think that as a coach, you need to know what you're doing. You need to prepare yourself. You need to continue mentoring yourself, educating yourself, because it's not about walking. You need to teach techniques. That is my big pet peeve. You pass the technique and allow them to be themselves on stage. I don't need to see a copy of me on stage.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't want to. I
Right.
don't want
Yeah.
I don't want to hear somebody I don't want to hear somebody answering like me. I don't need that. I want you to be you.
Yeah. Well, there's a
Because that
difference.
is,
There's actually a difference between copying somebody and imitating somebody. I mean, for
mm-hmm,
me, when somebody imitates me, I think I take I take great umbrage and great honor because wow, somebody's imitating me. It means this person actually likes me, loves me, as opposed to copying everything that I say, everything that I do, which is like crazy. It becomes like an obsession. Yeah, but I totally agree with you that everybody has to be unique in their own
mm-hmm,
way. Even like if you want to have your own signature walk, hey, go for it. Nobody's going to stop you. Okay. All right.
mm-mm. And to be
If
honest
you
with
want to
you, like I have,
exaggerate with your movements, fine.
but make it look nice, because like the shiny walk, that turn. Some people is like, oh, she's a copycat.
Oh, she did a
People need
skate
to,
thing. Was she like skating or
yeah.
something? Yeah.
I was like, first of all, nothing is original. Somebody got
Oh
inspired from
God, no.
somewhere.
No.
Like, oh, I was the first one. No, but you are copycats. You are a copycat. All of us are copycats at some point, because we see something, we get inspired, and we make something from it.
Yeah,
So, it's all about how you portray it on stage.
exactly. It's all about
You
stage
know,
self-confidence, of course,
exactly.
stage projection, and how do you want the public to see you, to perceive you?
And just because you know the technique, or you try to copycat emulate, let me say, which is that word. Just because you want
Emulate.
to
I like
imitate
that
or
word.
emulate somebody else walk or something, that doesn't mean that is for you. That is the reason I always say you need to train people according to their personality,
Hmm.
according to their body, to their figure, to their attitude, because not everybody can do the same thing with the same attitude. Everybody's unique. That is the mistake. You see these girls trying to emulate other girls or queens
Yeah,
type of walk, and when they try to do it, it's like, but there's not the essence. You are missing that person's essence, and that
right.
is the key.
Totally 100% agree.
Mhm.
Bravo, bravo. I
Thank
love
you,
that.
thank you.
All right, people are watching us, of course. Hello,
Yes.
everyone. So, Dorothy, hi, Dorothy. Hi, honey. How are you? Oh, our good friend Sandeep. Sandeep is watching. Hi, Sandeep from India. Hello,
Why he's not
Rafa.
connected?
Hello, Wilfredo. Um,
Mwah. Nada más hay que
guess
say hey, Sandeep.
guess what I'm awake on time. Yeah. I think I don't know what time it is in India. Is it 6:30? 6:30 in the morning in India, Sunday, I think. Yeah, so it's pretty early. Ron Sand, my good friend Ron Sand. Good day, Rafa and Senor Wilfredo. Happy Sunday, all the way from down under, from Australia. We love
Oh,
Australia.
I love my Aussie girls. They need to send somebody like the last Miss Universe. I want to see somebody like that. That's what I'm talking about uniqueness. Australian beauty is so natural and
Yeah.
so beautiful. I know I'm getting there, but yeah, she's a natural beauty. And the Aussie girls are so down under. It's like, get a girl from the beach. She's a
I'm
surfer.
doing a
Like,
Zoom.
she's
Hold on a second. Let me call you. Hold on a second.
okay.
No, Melvin, my friend Melvin from India tried calling me in video call. I said, "No, I can't talk to you now, not now, because I'm doing a YouTube. Sorry."
They could have joined. I mean, all these two are connecting. Might as well they could have joined. Make it
Well, I
interesting.
was going to, but I don't know if you know if they're interested in Miss USA. So
Well, they can give their opinion. They're very well versed, and I would love to have those two beautiful people
yeah,
to see them to pick on their brains.
yeah, exactly. Ron said he said attending Miss Earth Australia 2025 final soon with our very own Miss Jessica Lane, Miss Earth 2024. Oh, good for you, Ron San.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, I love Miss Earth. You love Miss Earth, don't you?
I like Miss. I will be honest with you. I know some editions I felt that they were a cooking show. To be honest with you,
A
like any
what?
other pageant, a cooking show.
A cooking show? Miss
Hmm.
Earth is cooking show.
I think some editions were cooking shows. I don't know. At that moment. But then later on, I was like, you know what? Let me investigate a little bit more. And then I was like, oh, I got you. So even though some of the winners, like any other pageant system, can feel like it's a cooking show, there's one thing that Miss Earth has that I applaud, that I like. When they had the competition that you cannot wear any makeup, that you
Yeah.
need to show your real
You
beauty,
like that segment?
I love that. I think that
Yeah.
is the best segment Miss Earth has,
Yeah.
and that is the best segment that they have
Yeah.
over any other competition internationally because you can see the
I
real
agree.
beauty
Yeah. I agree.
of the person.
I think that's one thing that sets Miss Earth apart from the other pageants is because they do emphasize natural beauty. I mean, it's okay to have like, little makeup here and there, but generally speaking, they do prefer somebody who has not had a lot of plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery. So that's why, I like that. It's all about, well, Mother Earth. It's all about being natural, uh
Yeah.
you know, using natural products to brush your teeth or to natural products
I
to,
mean,
to cleanse your skin and wash your hair, everything natural and whatnot. Yeah, so very
organic things like
earthly.
that. I think that honestly, I think that um, me personally, if I was a national director, international director, one of the rules would be an interview. I want you to come like you go into a modeling a casting for modeling. I want you to come all dressed in black, leggings and black tank top, or blue jeans and white tank top,
Hmm.
hair up, BB cream at the most, lip gloss, no makeup, no production.
You mean
I
no,
want to
nothing around the eyes, no eyelashes, none of that
no.
stuff.
You
Okay,
can you have just lip gloss and that's it. Why? Because I want to see the canvas. This is the
true.
thing. different pageants have sponsors that are very well related with skincare and makeup. And we all know about Miss Universe brand. We all know uh, any Asian pageant that is, or Asian sponsor pageant, you know they're gonna have things related with skincare
Of course.
and
Yeah.
vitamins and things. So if the queen that you choose doesn't have a flawless skin, something that they can utilize commercially to
Mhm.
make the money, because commercial modeling makes more money than high fashion models,
Oh, I
honestly.
totally agree. Especially
So
this day and age.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you want your girl to bank the cash and bank, you need to have all the details
Right. All
there.
right,
So that is
people.
I always,
Yeah. Always
my
take
God, this
good care. Always take good care of your skin, period. It's all about the skin, looking radiant, looking glowing, like Wilfredo and me. We look glowing.
thank
All right.
you, thank you. Origin skincare, L'Occitane, a lot of water, and sometimes Celsius.
There you go. Stay away from the sun. If you really want good skin,
Oh,
stay away from the sun. Okay. But if you have to be, in the sun, make sure that you're wearing sunscreen all the time.
sunscreen.
Even if there's no sun, always wear sunscreen. Okay. Always.
Hmm.
And drink plenty of water. Totally.
I am
So
dying because
leave the
people already
notes.
asked
All
me.
right. So people are watching. Thanks, Ron Sanders. Enjoy the show, by the way, Miss Earth Australia. May the
Yeah.
best girl win.
Hmm.
After the okay, we have ASAJSY8604. After the announcement of Thom as the new Miss USA National Director, neither Alma nor Addie acknowledged him as their new boss and never announced their resignation or cut ties with Laylah. Actually, that's not quite accurate because as soon as he posted that he's the new CEO, I saw Addie Carver, the Miss Teen USA, actually liking his post.
Hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of people like Shanna Moakler, the national state director of Miss Nevada USA and Utah USA. She and Thom are good friends, so she commented, "Congratulations, we're looking forward to you." Even Shonay Jebbia, Miss USA 1998,
Hmm.
Massachusetts. Woohoo! Okay, she commented as well. Okay, and there were actually, you know what? I want to share that screen because I don't know if you people, how many of you people actually saw that post that Thom Brodeur posted on his Instagram. Can you see it right there?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, he's so gorgeous.
Okay, so
Hey
that's Thom
Tom.
Brodeur. He's the new chair, president, and CEO of Miss USA and Miss Teen USA. So he posted this announcement like 2 days ago. So the first time I saw it, I was like, "What is this a joke or what?" I was like utterly shocked. Like, where did this come from? Really, what happened? Okay, uh, because anybody can just post anything on their social media, and we tend to believe everything what we see or what we read on social media. So
Hmm.
this came to me as a big surprise. So when he said, "Breaking, I'm thrilled to share that I've officially acquired Miss USA and Miss Teen USA with a tenured inclusive license, a powerhouse team, and a clear vision. I'm ready to modernize, revitalize, and reignite two of the most iconic brands in America." So you see, when you scroll further down below, you see all these people, congratulating him and whatnot. Even official Morgan Romano, Miss USA 2022, who succeeded
Morgan.
Albany. Yay! North Carolina, woo!
Oh,
And
I knew I liked it. There's me.
yeah. So these are all the people who have been commenting and wishing him luck and whatnot. So yeah, apparently a lot of people, especially a lot of the girls who worked with him like him. He's like a very likable fellow. I mean, I really don't know him
Hmm.
personally. I've never met him in person. I've never actually he used to follow me. He used to follow me on social media. He used to follow my Instagram. Okay. He would like tag me once in a while because he has his own Brodeur Beauty where the name of I guess the name of his service where he coaches beauty queens and pageant girls and whatnot.
Hmm.
So when he works with new girls, he would like send a picture or tag me with a picture of these girls, and he would ask my opinion. Rafa, what do you think? Isn't she cute? Blah blah blah. That happened until about mid 2024, and all of a sudden he stopped following me. So I really don't know what happened. Maybe because he found out that I was being very friendly with Laylah, and he didn't like it. I don't know. I really don't know. But he still sees my stories. He would still visit my Instagram page and sees my stories. So Tom, if you're watching, hi, how are you?
Well, this is the funny thing. When that pops on my feed, I congratulated him, and out of the sudden, I realized he is my Facebook friend. And I'm like, oh, we're friends on Facebook. Hold up. So I sent in a private message. And then on Instagram, I found her and I was following him already. I sent him a couple of messages. He was super nice. And I want to say publicly thank you because one of my girls reached out to him about something that we might talk because I see already some comments about it.
Hmm.
Um, One of my girls from South Carolina reached out to him, and within I think 24 hours, he answered back to her, so polite, so professional, and for me, speak volumes because when you have somebody in a position like that taking time or his staff taking whichever his assistant I mean but they're taking time to kind of like
Yeah.
responding back, doesn't matter what is the answer but they took time for it. I mean, that speaks volumes. This is just the beginning. I cannot wait to see what he is gonna be doing
Yeah,
because
I think a lot of people feel the same way, especially the people who have worked with him. Actually, on his Instagram post, he actually did mention what he intends to do as the new CEO, as a
Mhm.
new president, which I thought was, very hopeful, very positive. Um, for instance, when he talked about the core values and the culture shift, he emphasized the three values we live by: the kindness, transparency, responsiveness, which I like the fact that he's going to valid the transparency. In other words, no secrets, no spin and whatnot, compared to, let's say, from what Laylah used to do or whatever. And then also he says contestant and title holder centric. In other words, uh the president or the CEO of any pageant organization should not be the most important person. It has to be the title holder and also the contestants and also the girls. Now,
Exactly.
innovation. He talks about the innovation opportunity. He's actually, I don't know about you guys, but he runs a podcast channel which is called the Beauty Queen Network. Okay, he actually used to run a pageant called Queen Beauty of the Universe, or Queen Universe Beauty, or something like Queen Beauty Universe. So in a way, it's more like, again, earlier when we talked about imitation and emulation. So his pageant was trying to emulate Miss Universe, and he was focusing on the importance of physical beauty, of course, and of course communication skills and whatnot. So yeah, but for some reason that pageant did not last very long. And as you know, Miss Grand International 2020, Abina Apia, actually won that pageant back in 2016. Did you guys know
Wow.
that? Yeah. Look it up.
No.
Queen Beauty Universe 2016. The winner was Abina Apia of Ghana. She was representing Ghana at that time. Yes. So yeah, we love Abina. So that's he also talked about the integrity and trust restored. I thought this is very interesting. No more selection committees. Winners chosen fairly by independent judges, not by production teams or pageant staff and leadership. What do you think? Do you agree with that concept?
I can I be honest with you?
Honey, this is all about
I
no
I
trans.
I
This is about
I will
transparency, okay? But
I like the organization to have a say of who needs to make it because we spend time with the girls. You know, I think that needs to be like a 25% input or scoring from staffing and things like that
Mhm.
because they're the ones that are spending time with the girls. Judges, unless the judges are around them 24/7 and whatever, but that doesn't always happen. That's one thing that I like about when you compete in Grand or any other pageant, Asian based, is because their staffing are, chaperones and things like that. They give their opinion about it because it's judges doesn't have the opportunity to literally know if this is a good fit for the brand.
Hmm.
So I understand what he's doing. Me personally, I will leave at least, I would put like 25% of your scoring is coming from the staff. Something like not a 100%, but a chunk of that percentage to allow you to advance to finals.
Okay, so you have mixed feelings about his concept about no more selection
Yeah,
committees. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I support him. I mean, he's gonna bring changes. Go for it because as long as he have a professional team of judges, uh, neutral, that they're gonna choose somebody that is gonna work.
See,
Because
see, I my problem is that him being a pageant coach and having
Mhm.
worked with many girls, I wonder if there's also going to be a conflict of interest in his part. Because being the president and you see all of a sudden you see somebody that you know that you've worked with compete in Miss USA or whatever, Miss Teen USA, then you already have a sort of like a bias towards this person. You know what I mean? So how are you going to do that?
Yeah,
How are you going to be fair and neutral about this thing, considering that you already know this girl that you've worked with?
I guess that is the reason why he put that particular rule to prevent any conflict. I believe that, and this is gonna sound a little sad, but I believe that if by any chances you were under his coaching program, then in order to prevent any conflict, then that particular contestant should not compete in the system just to prevent any conflict. Not because the person doesn't deserve it, but you know that if for any particular reason a state winner or the national winner is a former client,
Mhm.
all the jealous people are gonna be like, they're not gonna be looking at their performance. They're gonna be looking at, oh, they knew each other, so this was already said and done. And and would be sad to see this new person coming with great ideas and fresh blood being tarnished just because of it.
Exactly. I also like the part when he says that your voice matters. It says,
Hmm.
fans, contestants, title holders, your input will help shape our future. Okay, so I think this is one of the most important aspects of him, of being the new director, because with Laylah, a lot of fans who did not agree with her actions or whatnot. They were vocal, but she didn't really appreciate opinions or diverse opinions coming from different walks of life, from different people, from different fans and whatnot. And if you disagree with her, then she would automatically block you. So I don't I hope that Thom does not do that. Okay. Because if
I
he
don't.
blocks anybody who he disagrees with, then it would be totally against this particular core value that is trying to promote, that is trying to implement. So no more blocking. And you know what? The more you block people, the more number of your followers will go down. So, if I mean, with the old management with Miss Universe and with under Paula Shugart and IMG, they never blocked
Mm-mm.
fans who disagreed with them because they knew that it was part of the business. The more input that you have, the more it was good for algorithms. Because
Exactly.
people are actually paying attention to whatever you post on your social media. That's what you want is interaction with the pageant community. But if you start blocking people just because you don't like their views or even the slightest positive suggestion or critical suggestion, then you automatically block. You can't do that anymore under Thom. So let's hope he keeps his promise that all
Well,
channels of communication on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, etc., remain open from now on. All right. So I really, really like that. I really do.
I like that. When I read everything that he has to say as a whole, I'm like, okay, there's some hope in Miss USA after all. And you know, with recent, I'm already dying laughing because people were sending questions about North Carolina and South Carolina. I said we guys get into it soon,
Yeah,
but
we're gonna talk about North Carolina, USA later. Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
but when you say about the blocking, the new directors that has among the state that they have is North Carolina and South Carolina with everything that happens. And today, let's see, it's not been 7 days exactly because that pageant lasted like 6 hours. I was there. Um, but today will be a 1 week after the pageant was celebrated. And within 7 days, all this situation going on, and the new ownership is been blocking people from left to right just because they're voicing their opinion. And I saw one of the judges putting a message on Thom's page about put a comment there, and I was like, oh, this is getting Jersey. One of the judges for that night last week.
What's
So you know,
what's the name of this judge? Is it a man or a woman?
it's a woman. It's a woman. Is there?
So how many? There were five judges, right?
Yes,
Okay, all right. So
and they were amazing. Don't get me wrong. They were amazing. Um, Production was too long. The final night, I was dying. I
what was
almost
it?
passed out. 6 hours. The event started at 3 p.m. and I was like, "Oh my God, help me, Lord!" Um, there was amazing contenders. The team divisions, both of them from North and South Carolina, they were impeccable. They were powerful. Miss Division, in the other hand, and I don't understand certain
Yeah,
things, but yeah, we talk about it later.
interesting, interesting. So for people who do not know what's happening within the Miss North Carolina system, let me share that screen. Um, can you see
And,
the
Sa-
screen?
and and South Carolina, yes, I can see.
All
It's
right.
for both ends, by
But
the way.
there's no controversy with South Carolina, only with North Carolina, right?
Uh-uh. There's controversy in South
Okay.
Carolina too.
Okay, we'll talk about that later because I don't know anything about South Carolina. All I know is that with the Miss North Carolina USA competition, which took
Hmm.
place like what you said, almost a week ago, this is the winner. Her name is Lourdes Madera. She's actually
Hmm.
39. She's actually 39 years old, making her the oldest Miss USA contestant so far this year. Okay. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, what happened was that the first runner-up, her name is Preslie Ross, I think.
Hmm.
She's this beautiful, gorgeous, tall, blonde Amazon and whatnot.
Hmm.
She was first runner-up. Apparently, what happened was that she found out that the winner, Lourdes Madera, had uh, state hopped
Hmm.
for the third time. In other words, according to the rules of Miss North Carolina USA or the production that produces North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Alabama, I think those are the four states
Yes,
that used to belong to RPM Productions
that's correct.
until Paula Miles, the director of RPM, decided to step down because she could no longer stand all the politics and all the dirty stuff going on, under Laylah. So she gave up all the four states. So what happened was that um Miss Universe Guyana, Ariana Blaize, okay, Miss Universe
Hmm.
Guyana 2024, Ariana Blaize took over as a state
Hmm.
director for all these four states. Okay, now
Hmm.
according to the ABP, which is the name of a production is Ablaize Productions, ABP. According to the ABP contract, uh, one of the eligibility requirements requires you to, in other words, if you've already competed in two different states within one calendar year, you cannot compete this year if you've competed in three states in one calendar year. So what happened was that Lourdes Madera competed in where?
I
Florida,
think she did New
Florida, New
Jersey,
Jersey. and then North Carolina. So North Carolina would be her third state, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So according
And
to
before that, she went to Miss Dominican Republic Universe.
oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that at all. So anyway, so Lourdes competed first in Florida, and then she did not win that state title. And then less than what a month or so, she state hopped to New Jersey. She did not
Hmm.
win that pageant. She was there, and then less than 2 months later, she moved to North Carolina, and she's not even from North Carolina. I mean,
Nope.
no, she's not. She's not a real resident of North Carolina, right?
Nope.
All right, so anyway, she moved there, and lo and behold, she won. Okay, so
And
so the
and I
first
was there.
up,
I, and I was there and I saw the performance preliminary and final
uh-huh,
night. I went to both nights and I don't want to disregard her because from both Miss contenders, she was very humble, talking to the girls after the show was over, giving them words of encouragement. That part I saw. I'm
uh-huh,
not diminishing her participation per se, but compared to other girls that are Carolina queens, she was not even in the radar to win.
okay,
When the cameras were off, I never heard any person in the Carolinas to boo. They were booing. They were not happy because this is the thing that some people doesn't realize. You can stay up anywhere you want. Don't come to the Carolinas. Here, people, this like the Philippines. It's like if you are not born and raised or be living here and pay your dues in the pageantry systems, don't, because you will not be welcome. And when I tell you that when she won and South Carolina won, oh Lord Jesus, help us all. She wasn't under the radar. Honestly, she did. And I know her coach is Puerto Rican, Peter or Pedro Flores, something like that. I don't remember his name correctly. Sorry. He was there, but I saw him. He was very respectful. He wasn't, nothing just to let people know, because some coaches can be like that. But to be honest with you, um, he wasn't. Um, she wasn't the one to beat. When we were doing everything uh, in the top six, when we were looking, we were like, okay, there's two blondes that can take it from that top. And the
one
first
of them is
round,
Presley, yeah.
and the other one was Western Salem, that
Mhm.
she did beautifully. So we were like, okay, we have hope in North Carolina. Out of the sudden, when we see these two beauties holding hands, I say, okay, it's gonna be the blonde one. She can be and not because she's blonde, that has nothing to do, because North Carolina has sent girls with different skin tones and ethnicities, whatever.
Right.
It's just when we were looking at these two girls, this is what I'm thinking. Can you compete in
Yeah.
Thailand? Can you fight? So this is the one from these two that need to be sent. Because if she wins,
Yes.
she might be able to fight in Thailand. Because that's another thing that happens in the United States. Some of these coaches and girls only get ready to just win state and then the nationals. You need to choose a girl that is ready to compete on an international level against
Mhm.
the stronger contenders like Vina from Thailand and Cote d'Ivoire. So if you cannot compete to that level of caliber of
Yep.
contestant, don't
I totally
compete.
agree. Yeah.
And
So
this
this is
girl
where, yeah,
did
this is,
beautifully.
yeah, I've been like showing the audience pic photos and images of Preslie Ross, who is the first runner-up of Miss
Hmm.
USA. Look at that. This girl is stunning. So I don't know how in the world, she only placed second. And good thing that she was able to notice the discrepancy in the selection of Lourdes Madera, the woman that they crowned
Hmm.
Miss NCUSA, because and guess what? Preslie Ross hired Heather Lee. Heather Lee was a former Miss Montana USA 2022. She was
Hmm.
instrumental in she was the one who sort of like a blew the whistle regarding the alleged cheating behind Miss USA 2022 that Arbany won. Arbany Gabriel.
Exactly.
So Heather Lee is now a lawyer. She's a full lawyer. So Preslie Ross hired Heather to be her lawyer to investigate the discrepancy of the Miss North Carolina USA crowning results and whatnot. And she is vicious. Heather is very vicious. She's
And
like a bulldog.
I
She's like a
hope they win.
bulldog lawyer. I love it. Bulldog.
I hope they win because, and again, I have nothing against North Carolina because she was so sweet, but it's getting bad because South Carolina girls are being blocked because the girl that won from South Carolina, on and off girlfriend of Mayweather Jr. boxer, she competed
Uh-huh.
in California. She just came here to compete, and her social media has not much to leave for the imagination. And I've been reposting her stuff like, hey, this is the new Miss South Carolina. This is what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And people are offended because in both categories for South Carolina Miss and North Carolina Miss category, in both sides there were problems, and more lawyers are gonna be involved, and a
Oh,
lot of things are gonna be posted
I would think
soon.
so. Yeah, it's only fair.
And
Now,
uh,
in Heather's letter that she drafted, okay,
uh-huh.
she said that the contestant crowned as Miss North Carolina USA 2025 competed in three separate state pageants this calendar year. There is undeniable evidence that she competed in Florida, New Jersey, and now North Carolina. Your own rules, your meaning ABP Productions, your own rules drafted and enforced by your organization expressly limit contestants to a maximum of 2 state competitions per year. And obviously, ABP. What did ABP say? Let me see. What did they posted something as a response to that? Uh,
Yeah, I put it on my social media. I almost died laughing because their their response was obsolete.
oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, this is not
Okay,
nice.
so this is Ablaize Productions, the production company that produces Miss North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and Louisiana. So this is the statement that they posted. Okay. Blah blah blah. They're saying they're correct or whatever. During our recent North Carolina state pageant, one contestant engaged in misconduct that directly violated established rules. So which contestant are they referring to? The one.
They're referring to the first runner up, but this is the thing.
Oh, okay.
Nowhere in the contract they say that they will deduct points. But this is the thing. According to the evidence that are, some people legally speaking are getting hand of, that I cannot talk too much about it for legal reasons, of course, but I can vouch to say that one of the evidence is very clear that there are girls in both sides, North and South Carolina, that automatically, as an excuse, they were saying that they were already eliminated from the ballot. But this
Really?
is the funny thing. If I've been in pageants since 200 years ago, if somebody is being disqualified because of misconduct, how you made it to the top six? That makes no
Good
sense.
point. Yeah, that's a good
If you
point.
are being disqualified, you do
How
not
they have,
make
yeah,
you're gonna be a clapper.
yeah. Hmm.
And number two,
Well,
um,
according to Heather, there were more judges who actually voted for the first runner-up than for Lourdes.
and that's what I'm getting.
So if
Alleged with everything going on with both categories, with both states, miscategories, certain girls were, I'm gonna say allegedly, even though I already saw and heard the information,
that's
but
your
let me say
favorite word,
allegedly.
allegedly.
Of course, I want this show to be forever and ever. You know.
Allegedly.
So allegedly, They literally say certain contenders was already eliminated. So when the final ballot came into place, some names were scratched out or deducted points. Nowhere in the contract mentioned nothing about deduction. And you
Right, I
contradict
saw that.
yourself
I saw that. Yeah.
because, again, if somebody is misbehaving, how you allow that or those contenders to make it to the top five or top 10? Make it make
Make it make sense.
sense because
Yes.
doesn't make. So they contradict themselves so much because while this is happening with North Carolina, in the contract says that in my own words, like if the girl is being engaged in like sexual explicit stuff like OnlyFans or nudity or sexual, things like that. If you see South Carolina page, that looks like, with all respect, like an OnlyFans page,
Hmm.
and she still have her crown too.
All
So we
right.
have stay hoppers, that they're just going just to look for titles that they don't deserve, that they don't care about it.
You know what? I was gonna, you know what? I want to make a statement about state hopping. Okay. Now I know for a very, very long time they allowed women, girls to hop from one state to another. But the conditions back then were very strict. In other words, if you don't win your own state, it's okay to move to a different state, preferably a weaker state, okay? And then you have
Hmm.
to establish a minimum of 6 months residency.
I
But then,
thought it was 9 months or something like that. Uh-huh.
yeah, as far as I know, 6 months, and then you don't even have to own a property. All you need to do is open a PO box address in that state, and that's okay.
Hmm.
That's all you need to do, okay? So that's one thing. But then the rules change from 6 months, it diminished to 3 months, and now from 3 months to just like what, less than 2 months or something. So it was like,
Yeah.
it's just weird. So when you talk about like representation, a lot of these girls who state hop, they're not really proud of representing their own state.
Mm-mm.
Just because you lose in your own state doesn't mean you can't try keep coming back again. Look at what's her face, Crystal Stewart. Crystal Stewart never left Texas. She tried
Mm-mm.
competing in Texas 5 times and she finally won on her fifth try. Okay. But a lot of contestants these days, they don't have that patience or determination to actually represent and be proud of their own state. Okay. So Lourdes Madera, who was crowned Miss North Carolina USA, I don't even think she knows much of the history of North Carolina.
They don't.
Does
And that
she?
is the thing.
What does
They
she know
don't.
about
And that
North
is
Carolina? She doesn't even have an address in North Carolina. At least she just use a PO box or something, right?
like, I don't even know. They don't know nothing. And this is the thing. They thought that coming to the Carolinas would be easy to win and stuff, but they mess with the wrong people. These
Mm.
people are very, like, it's like a cult. It's like, don't mess with the Carolina Queens. We cut you. And I never
Well,
seen
nobody
anybody
knows
like,
them. Nobody knows these girls who won NC and NC because they're not from
mm-mm.
there. Nobody knows who they are.
No, one is from LA. That, by the way, accordingly, she competed in Miss California. They didn't even crown her. They didn't like her. And then the other one competed in other states, and before that in Dominican Republic, didn't make it. I understand that you want to win a crown. I understand that. Fine, but
But you're competing
before,
if you're competing a pageant just for the sake of winning a crown, that's not a good reason. Okay.
yeah.
Especially if states are so important in Miss USA. Not only are you representing you, first of all, your main goal is not to win, but your main goal should be representing your state very proudly.
Hmm.
If you win, that's great. That's like, a cherry on top of the cake. But your whole primary goal is to be able to represent your state very, very proudly. And it doesn't matter if you're from Alaska, from Vermont, from North Dakota, whatever. Okay. So yeah,
That
so
is the
that's
reason.
one thing that I really don't like about this state hopping thing. So because
And that is in some
it
states.
undermines the concept of true representation, period.
That is, I'm so sorry. That is the reason why some states like Nevada, sadly to say, they are not involved in USA system because of the state hoppers. You know, and and that is sad because you need to take pride of who you are representing. You need to be faithful to choose somebody that live there, that the community knows. Because number one, when you choose somebody that is live in the state that people knows them, that means that it's going to be easy to find sponsors, that it's going to be easy to promote her platform, to promote the brand that you want to grow, you know.
Mhm.
And I know by fact, it's not like I'm talking on their behalf, but I can guarantee you if these two girls would have competed on the RPM rules, South Carolina wouldn't even make it to compete without Instagram. And the other one will not be even selected to be semifinalists. They are very literally, they are very strict. It's
Mhm.
very norm in the Carolinas that if you compete in North Carolina, you didn't win there, you were able to hop because it's so easy because you can have double residency. Like you can be a student in North Carolina, but you have residency in South Carolina.
Mhm.
So states like that, it's easy to do that, which is fine. But when
Great.
is disgusting. Like I never felt so ashamed to have to go to a pageant and see that girls that have more potentials just were
Are being
left
ignored, are
behind,
being dismissed. Yeah.
and they've been dismissed, are they being points deducted or even erased for the ballot. But mind you, they made the top six. Make that make sense, please.
So I have a question for you. Okay, so
Yep.
according to Attorney Heather Lee's letter, okay,
Uh-huh.
which was written like 2 days ago, 2 days ago, she stated that ABP Productions need to fix the problem. If they do not crown the first runner-up as the real winner, then all hell will break loose. What if ABP refuses to crown the first runner-up as the new winner? And they keep
Uh,
Lourdes Madera as the winner. What's
as
your
a Christian
reaction?
and as a Christian and Jesus believer, I want hell to break, and I want all their hair products with and everything burn on fire. Because this is the thing, and I'm just for the record, it's not because the girls that I wanted to win didn't. It's just as a resident of South Carolina since 2010, one thing that I can be proud of is the pageant community here and in North Carolina too. You cannot
So
take that
true.
from the Carolinas.
Yeah.
That's one thing that when it comes to pageantry, people forget political views, religious views. They just come together to support their girls. I
Hmm.
mean, this is like football.
Yep.
It's like I think the Carolinas are the Latino version of an Asian version on international pageants. I I am disgusted because minutes before you see this person saying, "I know where you've been," and give this whole speech. I say, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful." Tears, and then you see this mockery. I mean, you started with the wrong foot. So I hope when Thom take over, fire these people, hopefully bring new blood to
I think
literally.
that's exactly what Heather was suggesting in her letter, because now that Thom is the new president of Miss USA and that he claims to value integrity and transparency, then it's only fair that he summon Ablaize Productions and force them to do the right thing. Get rid of Lourdes Madera as the winner and crown Preslie Ross as the real winner. But the problem with that is that even if Preslie becomes the new Miss NCUSA, she's going to be working with ABP Productions. And I can imagine the tension between her and ABP.
Well, I don't care about retention. It's not my fault that you allegedly rigged the Oh, because that's another thing. Nobody knows where the ballots are.
Nobody
When
knows what?
contenders, where the scoring sheets are, when they start asking, "Can I see my
What?
points?" Where the Oh, we don't know what happened.
Wait a
We don't
minute.
know. I don't.
Wait a minute. I thought should I thought every state is required to hire a professional accountant to monitor,
Oh,
to keep the results, just to
as a
safeguard the
witness,
results.
I do not remember neither on the prelims or final night that they announced somebody that was keeping track. Because some of the girls
Hmm.
were, that always happens after a pageant. Hey, man, I see my score sheet, blah, blah. Allegedly, some of the people were like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know how this happened and how you didn't win. I'm like, what? Uh-uh.
Wow.
Like it's a debacle. It's like you just came here thinking that you will be able to make it happen, and you just activated the worst monster you can activate on USA. It's like going to Miss Texas USA and do this number, and everybody will go out and just try to find her and kill her, and it's sad. But nothing makes sense when you see girl again. My thing is that oh, what happened? What happened?
Oh, somebody says North Carolina and South Carolina state pageants were held together.
Yes, yeah, they
Oh,
were held together, and that is the
okay.
reason why we were able to see what was going on.
Okay.
And I'm not, what make me sad and uncomfortable is not only for my girl that she has done one of the best performance ever, but when I see another girl, okay, I'm gonna say the names. My girl was Maritsa. I've been she was former Miss US International winner,
Yeah,
and
Maritsa
because of
Platis.
COVID,
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
her.
that's my girl, and
Did
thanks
she
to her
place?
family, she plays. She
Top
was a
top
third runner
five?
up.
Okay.
Yeah, more to come about that part. But in the top six, when we in the top six, Shelby and her were like the ones to be holding hands. So when she's removed, I am saying, okay, Shelby's winning, which I'm fine. I'm fine because she's
So
a
like her.
Carolina resident. She's a Carolina girl. She have a beautiful platform. She worked hard. When this Hopper only fan whatever picture she have on Instagram. She's naked. Period. Very suggestive. Like that's
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, by the way.
I'm not lying. She is very suggestive. Wins over somebody that is from here, and the cameras are off. That's where the booing started happening. I was like, I'm waiting for the pitch and forks and fires. They're coming to the castle to kill Frankenstein. And
Oh my God.
it's just upset me because people are kind of believing that you're gonna do something right and you just do this mockery.
Yes. So do you see the new queens, Miss North Carolina Teen, North Carolina USA, South Carolina USA, and South Carolina Teen US? So there was no issue with the teens, correct? Only with the girls.
No, I tell you, and this is one of the things that I always say in the Carolinas when it comes to team contenders, the teams are always very strong. It's hard to be like, oh, this one is the one. No, the team contenders, they were amazing. The ones that made it further and the winners, they did great. I'm so happy with all the top six contenders from North Carolina and South Carolina Team USA. All of them did beautifully. All of them deserve it to go to Miss Teen USA. I am rooting for my North Carolina girls. I hope they make it to the end and one of them winning because they are amazing. Their personality, when you're listening to them talking, it just beautifully like that was a different ball game, to be honest with you. There's
Okay.
nobody's
It was
mad
clean.
about team results.
All right,
Was
good.
very clean. It's when it comes to miss. And I know some people will be like, So how you can agree with team but not Miss? This is the thing. Miss division is going to USA and then Miss Universe. Team division only is going to stay nationally.
Yes,
So the
that's true.
exposure
That's
when
true.
it comes to it is going to be more for the Miss category. Even though Miss Teen USA is the number one team pageant in the world because of quality,
Hmm.
exposure, and benefits compared to any team pageant internationally speaking, and I stand by it. Let's be honest, the money maker is the Miss Girl because that's the one that's going over the seas to represent USA to see they get some money, 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 money back.
Reading some of the comments,
Yeah,
AJSY, if the mess continues, especially in North Carolina and South Carolina, do you think the Miss USA organization should appoint one of the previous first runners-up at Miss USA pageant to represent USA at Miss Universe 2025? Do you think that it's gonna have a Miss USA this year? Because it's getting
I just
close to it's getting close to Miss Universe, you know.
I just gonna say this
Is
since
Thom, if you're watching, do you think you
the,
are going to organize a national pageant, Miss USA 2025 this year? Please
I
let
don't
us
think
know.
I think Thom, and he needs to correct me on that one, but I think Thom is the new owner, but his ownership will start after Miss Universe is over. I don't think his directorship is gonna start right now in the middle of the debacle. I think after Miss Universe is over, he's gonna be. It's like the presidency. Laylah is the former president, and her presidency is over after Miss Universe. So the new president is taking over. I think Thom is gonna be taking over after Miss Universe. That's what I'm thinking,
I mean,
because
production wise.
production wise. The
Okay.
funny thing about it is nobody knew where Layla was. Nobody. That's what I
Yeah,
love about
she's gone
this.
AWOL.
Layla was
She's disappeared.
Layla was in her coffin, living the best vampire life. A new blood comes, beautiful Thom with pageantry experience, and said, "Hey girls, I made you king in town." And out of the sudden, she wake up from her coffin. It's like, hold up, nobody had talked to me. I still the Beyonce in town. And I'm like, oh, so now you talk? Where you been? Because nobody
Well,
know about you before since Miss USA, before the circus of production of Miss USA last year. So that was
well,
the circus.
let's talk about that, okay? So after a day after Thom posted that he was the new CEO, president, and chair of Miss USA, of course, Layla posted something directly from the Miss USA Instagram page, and this is what she wrote. It says, "We do not engage with every rumor or piece of hearsay. Instead, we focus on verified information and constructive dialogue to ensure clarity and trust. I, Layla Rose, remain the current licensed owner of the Miss USA organization. I have not been contacted, nor have I seen any new contracts regarding any transfer of ownership. We're not aware of any changes in ownership of Miss USA or Miss Teen USA, etc., etc." You know what? See, this is the problem. Ever since JKN Global slash Legacy Holdings took over the Miss Universe organization, they started the habit of letting go of firing directors without notifying them in advance. Do you remember that's what happened exactly to Lupita Jones? She was
Mm-hmm.
shocked when she found out that she was been let go, that she was fired as Mexico's national director, and nobody from the organization approached her, called her, emailed her, contacted her. They just let her go. And I think this is the same thing that happened with Layla. It's the same
But
thing
there's
that
a difference.
yeah, it's the same thing that happened with the national directors of former national directors of Vietnam, Indonesia, who else? Thailand, and other countries. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean I think from an ethical from a business perspective, I think it's unethical. Okay. Uh, If I were a national director and if you don't like working with me anymore, please have the courtesy to tell me. Have the courtesy to let me know instead of instead of letting me hanging in the balance because I really don't know what's going on. Okay. I have the right to know exactly what's going on. Okay. Because I paid for the franchise fee. Hello. At least
Sorry.
show me some respect, people, and tell me exactly what's going on. Why are you firing me? I wanna know.
I apologize for people seeing me on my phone, but I'm getting happy messages from Carolina girls saying thank you for this platform. Some of them are watching or know that we're talking about it. They're very thankful. I cannot say their names again to
Sure, of
protect
course.
them, and
Yes,
that's the reason why
absolutely.
I say allegedly, even though uh things. But right now, for me, this is it is very personal for me. But going back to the ownership and firing people without them knowing, we look it's a different case because with Lupita Jones, that was a travesty. You don't do that to somebody that for decades and brought Miss Universe and glory for Mexico and Miss International among other things, and she's a champion for women no matter what. Because being a woman director on a Latin country, especially Mexico, among other countries that they're very machistas, is not easy.
Right.
You need to have some big Jones on you.
Speaking of Lupita, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Lupita.
Lupita!
Te
Virgo
queremos, reina
Queen,
madre,
felicidades, mi
boy, reina
corazón.
madre.
Yeah, woo, woo, woo.
Feliz
Oh, by
año,
the way, Lupita,
feliz
great job
cumpleaños.
on Miss Grand Mexico.
I
Oh,
know, I saw it. I saw the pageant.
gorgeous. Go ahead, Mexico, for
Yeah.
the crown.
She has
So,
like
for
four amazing new queens.
yes, all of them are gorgeous. The international queen. I'm like, go ahead. So for me, it's like that was a travesty. For Layla, girl, nobody know about you. Maybe they tried to reach out to you and your cell phone was disconnected, your home line was disconnected, your Instagram was out of service. So don't try to say nobody talked to me. People have been trying to reach out to her and she's been missing in action. Like she went on plastic surgery and she's still recovering.
Well,
So
from what I heard was that she never replied. She never responded to any of the inquiries coming from state directors, from contestants, from other people in the industry. I mean, come on, she stopped talking to me way back in February, okay?
well,
She and then when I found out that she had posted after she posted her message on the Miss USA Facebook Instagram page, I sent her a text message. She said, Layla, what's going on? What is happening? Well, let me know, please. She never answered. She never replied back. So yeah, so I
well,
basically she's ignoring everybody, ignoring everybody. She's ignoring everyone associated with the pageant industry. She does not
well.
want to have anything to do with it anymore. And this post on from the Miss USA page, you know, again, it was very confusing because she still thinks that she is the CEO, president of Miss USA. Okay, it's all in her head. Okay, and
Well,
the reason why Miss Universe did not contact you is because they already knew that they were going to let you go anyway, and then they offered the position to Thom. So which makes me wonder how many other people actually offered to purchase the franchise fee of Miss USA besides Thom. I was wondering, why not Shanna Moakler? Shanna Moakler, a former Miss USA, okay, and then state director of Miss Nevada USA and Miss Utah USA. Why didn't she not make an offer to purchase Miss USA? I mean, she's got money, doesn't she? I mean, we all love Shayna. Hi, Shayna. I don't. I think she would have made a wonderful, amazing, excellent national director of Miss USA. What do
this
you
is the
guys think? Let
thing.
me know. Comment below. Do you think Shayna should have, placed a
I
bid?
would love to see her as a director. I mean, she have big Jones too, and this is the thing. I admire a woman that have big Jones. You know, and if you don't know what I mean about big Jones, it's like big cojones. Just in case, like it's like Magali Febles. She might be allegedly crazy sometimes, but one thing that she has is
She knows her
she
job.
fight.
She
She
knows
knows
her
her
job.
job. Period.
Yep, exactly.
But this is the thing. Allegedly, I cannot make it hot. that says critical beauty guest
Alegadamente,
allegedly,
en español.
alegadamente, amigos y amigas,
Oh, guess
escuchando.
guess who's watching? Your sister. Oh,
Ay,
Michelle. Hola, Michelle, mi
mm,
amor. Te quiero.
yeah, yeah, you are part Puerto Rican. I think
Hello,
you're
Michelle.
now our sibling. She always loves seeing you, by the way.
And
Saludos.
Christina, I've been reading your messages. Thank you so much for your comments.
So,
Do not come, do
Christina,
not come to the
I know
South
her.
and state hop. People will know who you are, that you're not from here. Yeah, exactly. And my
So,
good
three
friend
stories.
Jonathan Akinwale. Jonathan and I actually met in Boston, but 2 weeks
Nice.
ago, we chatted for 5 hours about pageants, nothing but pageants.
I love that.
Jonathan, you are amazing. He and I just basically talked about pageants for 5 straight hours. We had a wonderful lunch and then followed by coffee. We met in downtown Boston. And it's always great to meet new pageant friends. So, Jonathan, thank you so much. I feel blessed having met you. And thank you for supporting and following Critical Beauty. Now, Jonathan wrote, Laylah is nothing but weak sauce. If she had an ounce of integrity, she would just give up the franchise willfully and walk away while she still has some dignity. She has no shame.
What
Um,
dignity? I mean, I'm sorry, allegedly. So, what I was trying to say is going to the license, allegedly, because there have been rumors since last year that they've been trying to find new, uh, my apologies. Oh my God, people wait. There's a just a second, Alonso. Don't hang up. Sorry, one of the designers is calling in the middle of the live. Bear with me. Alonso Maximo, a great designer that had dressed Miss Universe, is on my phone, literally calling me.
I'm going to see his collection in New York City, September 13th, Saturday.
Yes,
I'm going there.
Alonso.
He invited me as a VIP guest. Woohoo! And
Oh,
I'm going to meet for the first time Miss
no, no
Universe
cuelgue.
Netherlands 2025, Nathalie Mogbelzada. Okay? She's
Un
walking.
momento, mis corazones. Alonso, estás en speaker, estoy en live en Critical Beauty con Rafa. Estamos hablando de ti ahora mismo, que lo invitaste para New York Fashion Week, VIP, él va a estar allá. Así que
Salúdalo para
disculpa que no pueda.
mí. Salúdalo
Él
para
te
mí.
está enviando muchos saludos, Alonso. Espero que te encuentres bien. Te puedo llamar más ahorita porque estoy en medio del live. Gente, este
Hola.
es
Hola, mi
Alonso.
Alonso, mi querido Alonso, ¿cómo estás?
Espero que todos los viewers lo vean. All viewers, he's an amazing designer, a great friend. He has dressed Miss
Wonderful
Universe
human
for years
being,
now.
very kind. He's just so
He,
kind and
yes,
so
and he
sweet.
dressed Miss USA, Miss Connecticut.
We
So,
met we met in Miss USA last year for the first time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Alonso, te puedo llamar más ahorita porque estamos en medio del live. Un beso, mi corazón.
Un beso. ¡Mua! Nos
I'm,
vemos.
s- I am sorry, people. This pageant status.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, Alonso Maximo is an amazing fashion designer. He's going to
Yeah.
show his collection during the New York Fashion Week and weekend September 12th, September 13, 14. And he invited me as a VIP, so I'm going to go there. And there are several beauty queens who are walking
Yes.
for him, and one of them is Miss Universe Netherlands, Nathalie Mogbelzada, whom I adore because I've been following
Mhm.
Natalie's journey for many years now, and this is going to be the first time that I'm going to see each other in person. Yes, I can't wait.
Okay, I don't know if your friend Jonathan is like a blogger or pageant person like us, but he could have jumped in the live one day. It would be nice to meet somebody else
Yeah,
that
you know
have
what,
passion for
Jonathan,
pageant
you
too.
can join us, one of these days if you want, because
Exactly.
we could really use more new faces, okay? And
And
anybody else
mhm.
who is a regular follower or who comments a lot, let me know if you want to be part of the live stream, and I'd be more than happy to give you the Zoom link so you can join us because we need new fresh faces. We need new input, new blood, okay? Remember, this is not
Mhm.
only my channel, this is also our channel. It's your channel as well. So please, people, participate if you can.
And we are all respectful. We have different opinions, but if you know the regular ones, we are. Oh, look, Alonso Maximo says I'm here. Hey, Alonso, he just connected to the live, to the chat.
Hola. Hi, Alonso. Hola. Hola, mi amor.
How
Hola,
are
Alonso. ¿Cómo estás, mi vida? Woohoo,
first
yay.
time in live? Bueno, pues bienvenido, Alonso,
People,
a
everybody
nuestro
say hello
live
to
de Critical
Alonso
Beauty.
Maximo. Alonso,
Woo,
woohoo.
woo. Yeah, Alonso and I, we are together working some projects together. So if for some reason, just I'm gonna say just this, if for some reason pageant contestants are you looking for a designer, let me know and I'll link you up with him. We are working a partnership together, Runway Papi and Alonso Maximo, just to bring together different professionals together to work together to make our contenders to be a pageant queen from head to toe, inside and outside. Because that's
Exactly.
another thing. You need to have a team that's going to dress you for the competitions. You need to look flawless from head to toe. And Alonso Maximo is amazing. So a todas las
Yeah.
personas que hablan
So everybody,
español,
go check out Alonso's creations, Alonso Maximo on
please.
Instagram. Okay, his designs are out of this world. Not only is he an amazing artist, but he's also a very sweet, very kind, very gentle man. So yeah, welcome Alonso to Critical Beauty. Jonathan says,
Todas las personas.
"Oh, Jonathan, I'll be there. Looking forward." Okay, great, Jonathan. Okay, one of these days,
Yeah.
definitely. You need to join us. Migo, my
Yeah.
friend Migo, just on Instagram and immediately came here, Rafa. Hello, Wilfredo. Migo is my new YouTube friend. Okay, he's part
Hi.
of Contestera Pageantry, which is an up and coming YouTube pageant channel, Contestera. So please subscribe to Contestera Pageantry. It's growing in leaps and bounds. It's an amazing pageant channel, and I've guested there like twice already. So amazing people. Ron
Oh, I
says,
would love to be a guest too. I mean, I
yeah.
would not leave you. I'm Critical Beauty VIP member, but I would love to, to
Ron
see.
San says, when you cannot trust the organizer of the pageant, this mess happens. Yeah, I know. Next one that
Hmm.
will follow this mess will be Miss Charm and Miss Cosmo. You think?
No, I don't think Miss Cosmos will be
No,
on that
Miss
category.
Cosmo has a very
Miss
good reputation.
Cosmos is doing good. By the way, shout out to Miss Cosmos organization. I know we're talking about Miss USA, but I need to take this time to say thank you for Vietnam to treating our girls, especially Miss Cuba Cosmos. I mean, they have an event, was a non-official event,
Are they
but like
still
I
there?
always say,
Are they still there?
no, she's back.
She's
She's
back. Okay.
back. She's
Miss
now
Miss Cosmo Cuba. Yeah.
Miss Cosmo Cuba, she is back. She's continuing her training. We have her hiding right now. We're finishing the last things that we need to do in order for her to go back. I'm so happy I was able to speak with Miss Colombia. Super sweet girl, Colombia Cosmo, beautiful. I
She's
spoke with
tall
Miss
too, isn't
India.
she?
Yes, and super
Cuba.
humble.
Cuba and Colombia are
And
both
Cuba,
tall, 6 footers. Yeah.
yes. I was able to talk to India. She was impressed that thanks to
She's
my
beautiful. Cosmo India
and
is
super
gorgeous.
nice, super
Yeah, she's
nice.
gorgeous.
I spoke to her in Hindi a little. She was impressed, and she said, "When you come here, I want to meet you." She's super sweet. So I was able to through Amis to speak with some of the girls, and they're amazing. But I want to say thank you to Miss Cosmos organization because they're an upcoming pageant, and I hope they stay like that because I believe they are going to dethrone Miss Universe in a way that nobody going to expect it because they're doing amazing. They are clear on their goals. They are everything is black and white, no gray areas, and they're super sweet. And the president, he's super sweet and beautiful as
Yeah,
well. The twins,
Bawang.
Tata,
Henry Bawang, yeah.
Henry is beautiful. Tata, oh my God, what a voice! What
Oh,
a
this yeah, the
voice!
current Miss Cosmo from Indonesia.
Yes, I mean, all of them are so amazing. So I want to take advantage of this platform to say thank you, Miss Cosmos, for your great job and welcoming our beautiful Miss Cosmo Cuba, Amis, and everybody that has been there.
Does this mean that you're going to attend Miss Cosmo?
I'm working on my passport. I'm waiting for it. If I get it on time, I'm going to Miss Cosmos.
Okay, so
So
if you're
I'm
going
there.
to Miss Cosmo, would you like to cover for Critical Beauty?
Hell yeah, dream come true.
But I heard because last year they treated the media like royalty. They really spoiled the members of the press.
It's okay. I'm
Yes.
Puerto Rican. I will get all the treatment. No, but going back to the license part, I forget. Allegedly, hey Najim, uh, uh, how I say, the licenses, they've been allegedly looking for new people since last year to literally replace people that are not aligning with commitment with the brand. So
Mm.
USA is the beginning of the ones. There's other licenses that allegedly changes are coming. We already saw the change in Thailand, which I still believe that Nawat is gonna be part of that ownership. I
Of
believe that
course.
Nawat is gonna be soon the owner of Miss Universe, and he
Yes.
is gonna start
Yes.
banking because then he will have.
Crossing my fingers. Guys,
I'm crossing.
do you want Nawat to be the new owner of Miss Universe? Comment below.
Yes,
Let us know, okay?
you know why?
I
You
hope
know
so.
why? Because all this inclusiveness, and forgive me, all of you, but all the inclusiveness
Here
thing
we
will
go.
go away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, all the inclusiveness will go away. He knows the
What?
difference of
Inclusive?
what is. Yeah, who like he knows what a Miss Universe needs to be and a Miss Grand needs to be. So he will have two different platforms to bank money, and he will be one of the ones to beat. I mean, look how Miss Thailand went. I love the production, and I was happy when Bina won. I was crying when she won.
Me
I
too.
was at work. I
Yes.
started jumping, and my people at the gym were looking at me and said, sorry, good news. Don't mind me. Continue your dumbbells. So, but I was laughing, dying because
Yes.
Vina, she
She
paid her
had to
due.
have
And
won. Yeah, she had to win anyway because she already has an amazing, huge following. Not only Thai fans, but also international following.
yeah,
So
like
it would have been stupid for Nawat not to crown her, as Miss Universe Thailand.
if
Stupid.
Nawat didn't crown Vina, Nawat would be right now 6 feet
He would
under
lose
with
a
white
lot of
flowers.
followers for sure.
Yeah. And
Yes.
this is the thing. It's like this is the part when it comes to going back to stay hoppers. When you pay your dues and you're faithful to a brand, it's gonna pay off. Vina
Exactly.
could have competed in Miss India Universe and win easily.
Hmm.
But no, she stick with Thailand. Her personal life, you know, literally her marriage went over because of this decision, but God had better things for her. And look at this right now, she accomplished what she worked so hard. So that
Yes.
is the reason why I don't believe in pageant hoppers, just because in that particular way, because if you pay your dues, you're gonna get that thing one day because they're gonna see
Yeah.
that you're a hard worker.
Yeah, people were
So
saying, if you lost Miss Universe Thailand for the third time, why don't you move to India and compete in Miss Universe India? But no, she's not Indian. Yeah, ethnically speaking, she's Indian, but her heart, her mind, and soul are all Thai. She identifies as a Thai person, as a Thai woman. She speaks
mhm,
Thai fluently, okay? And she was born and raised in Thailand. So yeah, so good thing that she stayed in Thailand because she really wanted Miss Universe Thailand and she wants to represent Thailand, not India,
mhm.
Thailand on international stage. So good for
and I
her.
think
So do you
and I
think she will win
think
Miss Universe?
Oh yes, she is my. If she doesn't win, it's Cote d'Ivoire. As of right now, they are my pick two.
All right. I'm not feeling Miss Côte d'Ivoire at this moment because I don't know. To me, she seems kind of like oh maybe over the top, or maybe she's really trying too hard, so to speak. So she's in my top 10 for now, but
Hmm.
I don't see her not yet on top five. Not yet. So she's in my top 10, Côte d'Ivoire, for
I
sure.
think for me, I like her. I mean, coming from the Miss World family, she's not the only one. I think it's Martinique,
Guadeloupe.
Guadeloupe. Sorry,
Guadeloupe.
Guadeloupe is
Yeah.
another one that
Guadeloupe
I'm
is in my
waiting.
top 10 for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think. Of course, for.
Ophélie Mézineau, she was first runner-up Miss World 2019.
I
Mhm.
think that she can do. I know we're jumping around, but I need to say it because we need to take advantage. I think there's a great contenders for Miss Universe. Of course, I believe Puerto Rico is doing amazing. It's a fresh blood. She was one of my top two pick to be the representation of Puerto Rico. She's beautiful. Um,
Nawat loves cooking
who
show. Guess who's watching? Noemi. Noemi, we miss you.
So now she's showing up. No, I'm just kidding. Noemi's been
Noemi's
busy with
watching.
Cosmo. Noemi's been
Noemi
busy
is the
with
national
Cosmo.
director of Miss Universe, not Miss Cosmo Cuba. Miss Cosmo Cuba.
You
Okay.
almost said Miss Universe Cuba.
Well,
Okay,
wouldn't you want her to be the national director someday of Miss Universe Cuba? But her
actually, what?
girl, Miss Cosmo Cuba, watch out for her. Miss Cosmo Cuba, Amy's, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she has this very amazing, charismatic personality. Not only that
Yes.
she's very tall, but she's just so regal, very personable, very approachable. So right now, Miss Cosmo Cuba is in my top five for Miss Cosmo.
I am happy to be working with her for months. This amazing young woman, she's working so hard. Like she registered nonprofit
Yes.
organization. She's doing
I've been
everything.
watching I've been watching her reels and her interviews. So
I think, not because I'm her coach, but I hope Amis become the second international crown for Cuba for a title that is being more than proof within 12 months that deserves to be a new Grand Slam. And do you imagine that the second edition is won by Cuba, like Miss Liz Garcia
oh
did on
my
the second
God,
edition with Miss
yes.
Grand, and the director is
Yes.
Noemi? I feel like,
Yes.
yeah. But when you ask if I feel that Noemi could be the new Miss Universe Cuba director, we never know. I mean, Noemi has always been reached out by different organizations and things
Yes.
like that. Um, uh, Love her or hate her, let's be honest. If it
Hmm.
wasn't for Noemi, Cuba would not be in the map
Wouldn't be on the
because
map.
nobody
Yeah.
nobody wanted to deal with Cuban girls
Yes.
until Noemi come up. And then
Hmm.
people are like, oh, she's not a real Cuban. Excuse you, Osmel Sosa is not Venezuelan. He's Cuban. And thanks to his vision, Venezuela is there. So
Exactly.
shut up.
I don't think the
Mhm.
nationality of the director has nothing to do with the fact that, he should be the national
Mm-mm.
director. No.
No, no,
It
no,
has to be
no.
your vision and your talent. I mean, there's so many foreigners who run different national, pageant systems, and they're doing a good job the way they are, you know.
La Miss Universe Spain is run by Puerto Rican directors.
Yes.
I
Hello,
think
Josh Hugan, Filipino, runs Miss Universe Bahrain, Miss Universe Pakistan,
nice.
Miss Universe Egypt, and then Miss Universe Denmark. Josh Hugan is now the new national director of Miss Universe Denmark, replacing Lisa Lenz. So he
Oh
now
my
runs
God.
4 countries. So go figure.
I mean, nationality has nothing to do with what you can do. I mean, for how many years
No,
Magali
because
Flores?
it's a global village. We're all a global village. Yeah.
Exactly. You cannot just say that. Just say thank you. Just because you don't like somebody, fine. You don't need to like the person, but at least recognize and give kudos or the accolades when somebody deserves it. Noemi was the one, the OG, that put Cuba in the map. Thanks to her, Cuba got the first and so far the only international crown that is relevant,
Hmm.
that is Miss Grand International. And it's going to take time for Cuba to win again
Exactly.
because the pageant is growing. It's all about business. So you never know.
Yeah, that's what our viewer Ari. Hi, Ari. Ari says Thailand will win. She's the real deal, the most beautiful
Yep.
delegate this year. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think the stars are aligned for Vina. I can see her winning Miss Universe
I hope so.
this year. Yeah, for sure. I cannot think of anybody else who has worked so hard for the crown as Vina has. So I think if she doesn't win, maybe she'll be maybe definitely in the top three. But my heart, my head says that she will win.
I think
We'll
Thailand
see.
has paid their dues already in the last 3 years, counting this one in the last 2 years or so. uh, has paid their dues already. I think it's time for Thailand to win. What a better person to win Miss Universe than Vina. I don't know her. She's not my best friend. She's not in my phone list. But she's one of those people that I always say that as a coach. when I'm feeling down, like I want just to hang my heels, then I start thinking about these girls that continue empowering others, and that's like they feel for us to continue doing our job. And
Mhm.
Vina is an inspiration of being
Totally.
consistent, to
Yes.
be loyal here to these contenders,
Exactly.
loyal to the
To the
brand,
brand. Yep. You said it.
loyalty. And
Hmm.
that's one of the things why, going back to North Carolina, South Carolina results, I am upset that they choose people that they haven't paid their dues in the Carolinas and left behind girls that have been in the system since teen division. You need to choose somebody that is loyal to the brand, because those are the one that is going to help you to increase your brand, especially when you are an outsider. When you are an
Yes.
outsider in certain states, it's
Hmm.
hard for you to get sponsored and get the media to move your brand. You can have the money to get the pageant, but if you don't have the good connections and you
Exactly.
are not
Well,
supported,
yeah. So I don't know if you guys watch Miss Universe Thailand, but Vina won the most number of sponsor awards.
mhm,
What does that mean? It means that all these sponsors want to work with her because they know that she's a money magnet, that she can make money for them. And that's why, she won all these amazing sponsor awards. So, which is great. What? Ohiniba Almo says, well, there were no judges at Miss Universe Thailand this year anyway. Well, you know what? Yeah, I think yeah, she was already handpicked. Okay, so there were like it was Nawat. Who else was there? Oh,
I don't remember.
CJ Opiaza, Miss Grand International. She was there sitting as
Woo woo!
one of the judges. I think there were only four people. Yeah, and Engfa, Miss Grand Thailand 2022, Engfa.
My favorite, Grand Thailand, and Chase in my heart. But oh, talking about Grand, I know, guys, this is supposed to be Miss USA, but we're talking about something important too. Philippines, congratulations! You have an amazing contender, and I will not be mad if Philippines wins this year.
Are you talking about Atisa Manalo?
I'm talking about Grand Philippines. Don't put Atisa in this situation. It's not gonna work. Grand
I know you
Miss
hate
Grand,
Atisa Manalo. You've said that many
I
times
don't
before.
hate her. It's just, you know how
You
I feel
said she's
about her,
not Miss Universe quality. That's what she said.
and I stand by it.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
if for
We
some and
respect
if
we
for some
respect your
reason
opinion.
something happens and the judges take a Xanax and they don't realize that they choose Philippines as Miss Universe, I will go over there and knock them down.
We respect your
I
opinion.
mean,
Okay.
good luck to her.
Yeah.
Good luck to her.
Yeah.
But Miss Grand Philippines, the new one,
Emma Tiglao.
Philippines,
Emma. Yeah.
Philippines is coming
Yeah, I
with
think so too.
force.
I think it's going to be back-to-back win for Miss Philippines for
Thank you
Philippines.
for doing this, because people need
Yeah.
to realize that a true back to back is like when a country won the day, not
Right.
because you got the title months later.
So it's not
So
really
technically,
it's not really a real back-to-back. It's more like
back to back.
the actual first win for the Philippines. Okay.
Exactly.
With Emma
From
Tiglao.
the beginning. And I would not be mad if she wins, because last year, Philippines, even though I wasn't happy with her dress and stuff, she was one of the top contenders. But for me, India was the true winner, which she won at that moment, of course. Sadly to say, things happens later. Okay, pass the page. But CJ is doing an amazing job. She's beautiful, but Miss Grand Philippines is coming with force, and this can be they she can win on stage.
Yeah.
And as of right now, she's part of my top five with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is coming for vengeance. They're coming for blood, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this. So, but Philippines, congratulations, beautiful, beautiful contender for Miss Grant. I think Miss
And
Grant Philippines organization is doing pretty good.
yeah. Daniela says Chile is stunning in Botswana as well. Are you talking about Grand Chile, Botswana?
No, I think they're back in Miss Universe.
But Canada will probably do good again this year. Okay. Well, Canada is a very strong candidate, Jamie. Jamie
Yeah.
Yvonne. Woohoo, I was supposed to interview her. Ari says, what can you say about Josh as a national director in 5 countries? Not five, four. He directs 4 countries now. Egypt, Bahrain, Pakistan, and Denmark is his fourth. I think he's doing a good job. Everybody loves Josh. He's amazing. Vina for the crown, says Noemi. Belinda says Vina is not even pretty. What? Vina is not even pretty. She looks like Michael Jackson. Oh, come on. What did you get? What did you? Michael
I
Jackson?
shut up.
Please, girl, please. Andy, hi, Andy. Andy is another new good, a new friend of mine. Andy Shave. He has his own channel, Andy Shave. Hello, Rafa and Wilfredo. I'm so late. I meant to watch from the start. Made salsa out of my tomatoes. Yes, he grows his own tomatoes. Give me some. Give me some of your tomato sauce, please. Well, you're not one of the judges, Wilfredo, so your opinion doesn't count. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl.
Oh, Belinda, thank you. I love the hate. Thank you. Give me more. Give me more. You know what? Your opinion doesn't count because I don't know you. You don't matter. Bye.
That's okay. People, okay, there are 44 people watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now. Do it now, okay? I want like what I want at least 12,000 subscribers by the end of the month, okay? So this channel is really really struggling, okay? I've started this channel back in 2019. It's just a slow growth, you know. I mean, people say, "Oh, Rafa, you should need you need more subscribers." Well, you guys people are not subscribing. I had more people watching rather than subscribing to it. So people subscribe now, okay? Help
Please
this
subscribe.
learn.
I
That's
want
what it's all
critical beauty
about.
to be like the view on the round table.
Like, comment, share, subscribe now, please.
Subscribe. Uh,
Pageant fan NYC says, I like Vina or Venezuela this year. Miss Universe Venezuela, Stephanie Abasali, I think she's made a lot of improvement, I think. But my only concern about her is that her skin is just too white, very pale. She needs some color.
uh,
She needs some color, and her face and some her styling is kind of like very old fashioned. She
can I
needs
be honest with
to.
you?
Yes, please be honest. Please, Wilfredo.
I love that she won. You know why? Because she was the one that the former Miss Venezuela asked her a question. She answered in English, and she was like mocking on her, like, I didn't ask you to answer in English. But who knew she would be passing the crown to the one that she mocked just because she spoke English? In the meantime, you went to Miss Universe, you waited, you were training for 9, 10 months. Where was your English? People, you need to speak English. You need to speak English. It's 2025. If you know to use your phones to watch TikTok and learn things that are not good for your brain,
Right?
you can use your cell phones to learn a second or third language. So get with the program. I wish they
Everybody needs to learn
eliminate
English,
interpreters
especially when you're going to Miss Universe. Also, when you're going to Miss Grand,
and Miss Cosmos.
did you notice in Miss Grand they hardly have any interpreter?
They don't have interpreters.
Everybody is required to speak English in Miss Grand.
Hmm.
Okay, Miss Universe, they still have interpreters, and when they do have interpreters, they're usually very professional, very good. But Miss Grand, I don't remember of any pageant in Miss Grand that an interpreter came up on stage to actually do the translation for the contestant. Never. Miss Cosmo, did they have any
Nope.
translators? No. Okay, so again, English, Grand, Universe, Cosmo, all the way English. Even Miss International. I didn't say any interpreters in Miss International.
No, it's always Japanese and English. So the Venezuela girl, my opinion is she's beautiful. She started looking like a Miss World than Miss Universe, which
Mhm.
concerns me. This is not 1990s when the Miss Universe was very elegant. Uh, I don't. She's a contender that I have on my list. I was happy for her to win, but on recent pictures and stuff, I feel like she's becoming like a Miss World kind of thing,
Hmm.
and not a Miss Venezuela. And I know she's very elegant, very like
She's very regal. She has a very
very.
regal stance. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like if for some reason she doesn't do well in Miss Universe, I would like point her to be Miss World Venezuela, and she could
Yeah.
win Miss World.
Well, yeah.
She's a very
Yeah.
very elegant queen.
I don't even see Venezuela in top five, to be honest.
I
No.
don't see her
I see
winning
top five.
Miss Universe, but I know she's gonna be a good
Yeah.
competition. I love that she speaks
See her
English
at all.
flawless, so that's good.
Yeah. Okay. So Ohiniba says, I want to see Vina deliver a flawless pasarela for once in her pageant career. If she's gonna be winning Miss Universe this year, it should be a flawless victory. You know what? Did you notice when she was doing her swimsuit? performance. She sort of like almost she didn't trip, but she did this she almost fell, but she didn't actually fall, or she almost like moved to the side or something. I don't know.
When she posed, when she posed,
No, she was able to control her stance, her position, but she it was not as flawless as, let's say, her previous swimsuit walk back in
to
2023 or 2020 or 2018.
I
Those
don't think she
performances were
tripped.
flawless. Yeah. She didn't
I don't
trip.
think she
No.
tripped. I think in the preliminary and the finals, it was a new stand that she did. She was something new that she did.
Hmm.
I was analyzing. I said, "Oh, I see." She came up with her own signature stand, something
Yes.
different,
And she
and
did
that is
not,
the reason.
she did not like flip her hair like in the past.
Because it's Miss Universe, it's not Miss Grand, and that is the reason why I love. Now, what proof right there that he knows what each brand is going to need to grow. He knows what is the difference between Miss Universe and Miss Thailand, and he proved it there. You cannot compete as Miss Grand in Miss Universe because it's not going to work.
Hmm. True.
Plain and simple.
True, true,
So,
true, 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 true. Venezuela is stunning. I like her when she visited Miss Universe office in Mexico, greeted by Raul Raul Rocha Cantu, not Rocha Mocha. Miss Cosmo had the worst interpreters I've ever seen in a pageant last year, says Ohiniba. Miss Venezuela is beginning to look like Miss World or international candidate.
mhm,
Andy says Vina copied Catriona's swimsuit walk, kind of similar.
nah,
Did she do a slow-mo? I don't recall.
nah. Yeah,
No.
the slow mo for
Okay.
no, this completely different. They cannot say that. She
Ron,
didn't Dior or twirl or nothing. She was different now.
okay. Ron San says, with Papa Nawad, you don't have the prettiest Miss Universe. You have to be pretty and the most bankable. She only need to polish her walk. Yeah, exactly. Again, like people put too much attention on walk. It's not really the walk thing that's gonna make you win. It's the overall thing. Okay.
Is the essence, is your
It's
presence. But
yeah,
you need
it's
to
your
make it
stage
look beautiful.
presence. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest. If we're going to talk about flawless walk, you can see it on video on the preliminary competition and finals when Katrina was in evening gown and she did that turn. She was not steady. She lost her poise. But what you know what I love about it is like she knew she lost her poise for a moment, but she started laughing like, yeah, this happened. Okay, and that makes her look human and relatable. You need to have that stage present that commands, but at the same time, it's like things happen. Oh well, let's do this together. And that is the difference when it comes to walk.
Yeah.
Catriona shined on stage just because was herself. She wasn't her body type wasn't the best,
No, because
but
remember she suffered from scoliosis. She has
exactly.
scoliosis, yeah.
So she was
And
able
that's
to
why
walk around.
her wardrobe was all asymmetrical. Her evening gown was asymmetrical. Even her swimsuit was asymmetrical to disguise that scoliosis situation. And she did a good
Mhm.
job. Nick Bab. Hello, Tito Rafa and Wilfredo from French Polynesia. Hello, Nick. J'imagine que tu parles français. Nous avons un fan de la Polynésie française. Bonjour tout le monde. Belinda says Vina can't walk and she needed 12 pounds of makeup to look like a normal queen. Okay. All
Well,
right. Opinion. That's fine.
12 pounds? Girl, please, come on.
No,
This is
I
not
think
much
her
industry.
body hasn't changed
She's
that
gorgeous.
much. Her body hasn't
She
changed
looked
much.
better.
Even from the first time she competed, I don't think her body has changed that much. So
But you know
she
what?
really takes good care of her body. She
She
does.
looked healthier this year from last year. Last year, I think she was a little too skinny. But this year, her body, everything looks a little bit more healthy. I don't
Mhm.
know what happened last year because I feel last year she was very thinner.
Very much thinner. Yeah, for sure.
And this year she looked more vibrant and healthy.
Yes. Hmm.
You know,
All right, can we talk about the fact, okay, the feud between Vina and Antonia Porcels, right? Do you remember when Antonia won
sorry.
Okay, Vina walked out of the stage. She did not want to have a group photo with Antonia and the other runners up. But you know what? Actually, she did congratulate Antonia.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch the Miss Universe Thailand 2023 pageant again towards the end, you actually see Vina congratulating Antonia and actually kissing her and
Mm-hmm.
giving her a hug. But people are making a big deal of people are like twisting the narrative. Oh no, Vina was a diva. She hated Antonia. So actually, you know what? It's the other way around. Apparently Antonia and the other two Anns, and Chile Scott Kermis, Miss Universe Thailand 2021,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and another Ann Anna Sue Angam Iam from 2022, I believe. Yeah, they both all the three Anns do not like Vina. That's what I heard. Okay, that's what I heard. So
I,
go
I
figure.
I s- I saw their video of her saying, well, with the subtitles, of course. Allegedly, she was saying that nobody needs to be forced to say to like or congratulate somebody, blah blah blah. And let's be honest, I mean, we are all human beings. Everybody have their own reactions at the moment. There's
Sure.
evidence that Davina congratulated her. They have a picture. You don't know what is happening when the cameras are off. Once the transmission is off, you don't know what happened behind the scene. That
No.
there is some if
Well, see, since everybody had an iPhone, they could easily record what's happening off the camera,
exactly,
off the TV. So some fan
exactly,
will just upload stuff. Oh, here's the proof that Vina actually congratulated Antonia, etc. Here's the proof. Just because the TV didn't show it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
exactly.
All right.
And that is the thing. I feel like they're still human beings. You know, when you're competing, again, you see this woman that is been competing, building up legacy, being loyal to the brand, and she's been so close. You know, you're going to react in a certain way, like maybe discouraged or disheartening, not because whoever won, it's because, damn it, I was close, and again, I've been overlooked. What I'm missing in order to achieve that goal. People need to take it so literally, like, oh, they may face it because such and such won. No, you don't know what is in their mind. You know, at that moment, you forget that you're being recorded. At that moment, you kind of, you are yourself, you're human, you're like, flop, again?
Mm-hmm.
So let them
Exactly.
be.
Vina was falling out of her spin turns both in prelims and finale. In 2023, she was falling out in her end of runway poses in the finale. Yeah, I noticed that too. Ezekiel, Antonia did not congratulate Vina after winning Miss Universe Thailand. This is why Anne lost Miss Universe crown. She has no sportsmanship. Yeah, it's just too bad. It's just too bad. If just because you don't like the girl who succeeded you or who won Miss Universe Thailand, at least have some decency. At least congratulate her in private. It doesn't have to be public, but do it in
Mhm.
private. Call her, hi Vina, congratulations for winning Miss Universe Thailand, blah blah blah. It doesn't have to be public, but at least show something, that you actually support her.
And this is another thing that people need to realize and understand. And I've seen that within, I mean, I don't know in other countries, but like, for example, when I watch boy love stories and actors and things like that, sometimes with the management and things like that, sometimes they need to literally stop talking publicly in order to not tarnish their careers and things like that. That doesn't mean that they hate each other. It's just because there's conflict of interest because of management. They are in the middle. We are not living in Thailand. We don't know what is going on. So they need to stop saying that Vina hates Antonia or Antonia hates Vina, blah,
It's
blah, blah,
always
blah,
the
blah.
fans that making
Yeah, making
all
this,
these
you're not
scenes
living with them.
dramas. Yeah.
Antonia didn't win Miss Universe because Shanice
Was better.
looked amazing.
Yes.
She was the one to beat. She followed instructions. She was her. So when we saw her, she was one of the top three to beat. She was
Hmm.
one of my top three. Her, Thailand, and Puerto Rico. Once Puerto Rico started to say, their nerves kicked in when her question. I say, well, she's out. Then somebody else is gonna come into the picture. But when I saw the top three, I was like, the top two is gonna be Thailand and Nicaragua. And when she opened her mouth and that angel that she has, I said, well, she's gonna win.
Exactly.
And even Antonia in some of these little TV show capsules recently, because she was on the Face Thailand, she's being interviewed and she was saying that she knew she wasn't winning Miss Universe at a
Oh,
certain point when Shane is. She
really?
acknowledged
Okay.
that. I've been seeing that from Instagram, and she said was really emotional, but I knew at that moment that I wasn't winning.
You know who was the happiest person? Uh, that when Antonia did not win Miss Universe, who was the happiest that she did not
Who?
win? Gerhardt, the owner of Miss Supranational.
Oh, yeah.
Because Antonio was Miss Supranational 2019, all right? So I'm sure I can I can
Mhm.
I can imagine Gerhardt's face, that Antonia did not win Miss Universe, because if she had won Miss Universe, it would have eclipsed or overshadowed Miss Supranational. It would mean that Miss Universe is better or superior to Miss Supranational, which it is, okay? But then, if you were Gerhardt, wouldn't you feel the same way though? Wouldn't you feel How would you feel if you were the owner of Miss Supranational, a rival pageant that Thailand
Well,
just won in 2019? How would you feel if Antonia had won Miss Universe
so
2023?
can go either or. It depends what I'm drinking at that moment.
Tequila.
Tequila or well, I prefer rum or vodka, coconut flavor. It all depends how I feel. I either will congratulate, I will take pride, say, well, coming from supranational school, look what we'll be able to put into the Miss, and now she's Miss Universe. Or I will be like, once a Supra, always a Supra. We always see the better girls. We're not shady. I mean, we could go either or. Um, but I don't know. I think that.
I probably, if I were Gerhardt, I probably would not like it. I would probably feel slightly offended.
But this is the thing. Years has passed, and I understand when you do it, when you invest, but not every
Because it's
supranational
all about
leave
branding.
a
Remember, if
mark.
you're trying to if you're
Exactly.
trying to have to grow your brand, having your Miss Supranational winner from 2019 compete in a rival pageant will eventually diminish your own brand of Miss Supranational. That's what I'm trying to say. You know?
Yeah, I know. But this is the thing. I also would have been feel proud because I would be like, oh, two of my super girls, I battling together to be Miss Universe because Puerto Rico, Carla Gilfu was first runner up when Namibia won in Supra. So you have two Supra girls competing and they made it far. So technically, I would be like, hey, you know what? We have a good eye. Before they went to Miss Universe, we saw their talent. Look how far they made it in our pageant.
Okay,
So it's
that's
all
fair.
about how to take it on your own convenience.
Right.
Like if you know how to use it, you can take that you can be like, hey, before Universe, Supra was the OG that recognized their true talent. Right
Okay.
there. I mean, it's all about how to use the free publicity on your advantage.
I suppose. Well, when I think of it, Gerhard is also the national director of Miss Universe Poland. So go figure. So maybe.
Mm.
So, all right, moving on. Tita Lavinia says, I hope this
Uh-huh.
is not the real, I don't think this is the real Tita Lavinia. This is an imposter. Anyway, Tita Lavinia says, Vina will rock the Miss Universe, but I think Indonesia or Vietnam will win this year. We don't even have a Miss Universe Indonesia yet. Is Have they crowned a Miss Universe
Another,
Indonesia?
I know
Who is
Vietnam
she? Vietnam? No, they haven't crowned Vietnam either.
is not the blonde one with the short hair. I thought
No,
she,
no.
not yet.
No, not yet. Neither country has been crowned winner.
My
So
God, they're doing good in their promotion because I was like, oh, they got the pageant. She's the winner.
Dorothy says,
Because
"What can you say about Mr. Nawaz's Telemundo HD broadcast post? What did he say? I missed it. What did he say? I didn't see it. I didn't read it.
It's something about the 4K and the low quality, something like that. I don't know. I read something about that, but you know now what? When he doesn't
Oh,
have
he
it,
wants to he
it
wants to upgrade to 4K
yeah, something
because it's
like
better, it's
that.
better reception.
But
Oh,
he's the
okay.
producer. I
He,
mean, let's be.
yeah.
I mean, now what has an eye for production? And
So
there's
he
a
wants
reason why Miss.
Telemundo to upgrade to 4K rather than HD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can
Yeah.
Telemundo afford
That
it?
they're putting all the money in Miss Universe Latina. Ooh,
There you
sorry, I
go.
said
Of
that too
course.
loud.
Yeah, there you go.
Although I like her, that girl is pretty, and this is the funny part about it.
Oh, Miss Universe
Allegedly,
Latina? Yeah.
she's from Dominican
She's prettier
Republic,
than
prettier
she's prettier
the
than Miss
current,
Universe Dominican Republic. Because they're both
and
Dominicans.
yeah, and she went through the hands of Magali, of course. That's the reason why I love Magali because she's like, yeah, my girl's made it to Universe Latina. Thanks to me, she won, and I'm like, you know
Girl.
what? You're taking advantage of the free publicity. I love you, but we know the story. But I think from Dominican Republic, I'm happy that she won. I know Hennessy was first runner up. I am not too keen about this reality, whatever,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's a
But
one time
it's a
event.
one-time event,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah. This is it's not they're not
but
gonna
she's
have another Miss
beautiful.
Universe Latina next year.
I would not be surprised that she made it further than
I
Miss
see her top
Dominican
10.
Republic.
Top 10. That's it.
Yeah,
Top 10.
I think that she's gonna place pretty good
Because of the market.
about it.
Yeah,
But
for
other
sure.
than that, um, the now what announced already from Miss Thailand, Miss Universe Thailand, who's gonna be the Grand Universe?
Okay, that's another thing. I don't understand. Miss Grand Universe, is that a new pageant
No,
or just a
apparently
special
it is like
title?
he is gonna choose from Thailand class who's gonna be able to go straight to Miss Grand International.
Okay.
I think that would be like the an
What?
Asian version of Miss Universe Latina. Yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, okay,
I
go
thought
back.
who
I need to reread it.
I thought whoever wins Miss Grand International this year and whoever wins Miss Universe this year will get to compete for the two of them, the last two girls standing, Miss Grand Universe.
So no, no, no. It's just like the person that he technically whoever competed in Miss Universe Thailand, he get that title. They will be able to go straight to Miss Grand International to compete.
Ah, okay, whatever.
It's like
Another
it's
public
like a
it's another publicity stunt. That's all I
yeah.
can say. It's all
Um,
publicity stunt. Nick, Paps, oui. Rafa, je parle français. Ton French accent, chef keys. You know what? Tu t'imagines, non? Si je faisais un show complètement en français, interviewer nos concurrents français, ce serait chouette, super chouette. Ezekiel Arts, Indonesia is not winning any Miss Universe. Their queens are not even top 30 worthy, blah, blah, blah. All right, we'll see. Yeah, Indonesia, Miss Universe Indonesia this year, I'm not liking it for some reason. The system, I'm not liking it at all.
they haven't chosen nobody yet.
Wilfredo has a cheap taste of queens. Miss Grand Philippines looks like a clown and cougar. What?
Who, who's that? Belinda?
Your best friend, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. Give me more negativity. Come on. I feed on it. I get 50 pounds because of you. Keep
Pageant
it
fan
up.
NYC, if there will be no Miss USA pageant before November, do you think there will still be a representative of USA will skip this year? You know what? I wish they really picked the first runner-up from last year, Miss Kentucky, Connor Perry, because she's stunning. She's stunning. She's
I I
Miss Universe material.
I remember when I kind of in my post of the top five that I have, I was like, well, if they're looking about answers, these two is the one more beauty. But if they're looking about stunning, would be Tennessee. If they would have, this is the moment that you need to kind of dissect the candidates. If Tennessee would have more confidence, because her you were there, I wasn't, but she very modelless. It would be uh Trump era that they were
Oh, you
looking for
mean,
skinny tall
yeah,
Miss
but she's super
Tennessee.
tall. She's like 6'4" and stocking feet.
Yeah, But the bad part about it is like her body language. Even though I was happy when she won Tennessee, they needed to fix her posture. She needed to be more out there. She was giving me energy of tense, and I think
Hmm.
that's the reason why she didn't get closer to the crown to win. But
Wasn't
then
she?
you
She
have
was first runner-up in Miss US International, right?
um,
Yeah, she
no
was first
idea.
runner-up. The girl who won is Indian, the short, petite Indian girl who won Miss US
Ah, okay.
International. Yeah, and she was first, and
So
Crystal is first runner-up. Yeah.
she in Miss USA, when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, you're like you're a model, period. You're beautiful. But then I remember, um, honestly, I will crown Texas from last year. I like Texas from last year, to be honest with you. I was discouraged when she didn't advance to top five. But you were there. You
Yeah,
were
I was
able
there.
to see them
Yeah,
in person.
yeah.
But yeah,
Her
the
father's like
first round
seven.
up is
Her father's
stunning.
like 7 foot. I met her father too. He's like 7 feet tall.
Wow.
And the whole family's like super tall, you know.
I've been seeing a lot of Texan queens that have or are first generation or African immigrants that have been doing pretty good in pageantry in Texas. Like Miss America System for Texas, that they
Okay.
for last 2 years in a row they made it to be first runner up. I'm like it's I mean Texas is Texas. When it comes to pageantry,
Texas
is
will
a
never run out
powerhouse.
of strong girls. Texas is always very, very competitive.
Yeah, it's the only state
Very,
that
very
have
competitive.
repeat what five Miss USA's in a row. Come on.
Totally. Ron San says, don't be too hang up on pasarela or walk. This will not save the organization. Nawat is after someone who can keep the organization and make the pageant the most profitable, successful, more than Elon Musk. Correct, correct, correct. Oh, Hiniba, apparently Vina made a very shady post on her story after Miss Universe in 2023 and congratulated Shanice, but not even a word of comfort for Antonia. Vina also suddenly unfollowed Opal and Antonia. I noticed. I went to Venus' Instagram and I searched whether she was following Opal and Antonia. She's not following either girl, either queen.
Do you remember when I say that sometimes there's conflict among management, so they need to follow?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that
That's
is the
right.
reason I'm saying do not take that personal. I'm gonna give the best example. There's a
Because
TV,
Opal and Antonia won Miss Universe Thailand under TPN Global.
exactly
But now
like
that
for it
Nawat took over Miss Universe Thailand, he's not allowing any girls from TPN to to have connections with Vina or
exactly
okay. All right.
like this is the best example. This is
It's
how I
very
learned
petty, it's
again.
very childish and immature.
Yes, I was watching this TV series called Love by Chance, and these two amazing actors, the main characters, based on a BL manga, they bring it to life. They were doing amazing. So sadly to say, is in the second part, they needed to literally change the script, how on the manga goes, because the management was jealous of a newcomer. So what happened is the one of the management was so mean that get the sweet boy fired to the point that we'll not be able to interact together anymore or follow their social media, even though they stay friends, but publicly, allegedly, they will not be able to interact. So this beautiful guy, newcomer actor, ended up being fired from the series. So they needed to switch the script. So the series didn't win, the second part didn't win as scheduled. And then later on, everything started coming to surface, and it's because wasn't the actors, was because management. When I read that, and it's in YouTube and everything, people can Google it and uh, you know, chat whatever media you want to use to find information will explain better, of course. But at that moment, I learned allegedly or apparently, it's like when it comes to management in Thailand, if you want to succeed within that particular brand, you more likely need to sacrifice social media wise connectivity or relationship. And I believe because of the change of command, Bina cannot have publicly any type of interactions or whatever with these former Thai queens to prevent any conflict. That is the best way I can explain that. Because I cannot believe that Josvina will unfollow people just because of the
Yeah,
you know
I think it's
every
petty. I think it's petty. But
yeah.
Nawat being Nawat, he can do whatever he wants. And if he doesn't want to have any business relationship with TPN or with other rival, pageant producers and whatnot, then that's his choice. That's his prerogative. But I think it's really very childish. Very childish. Oh, but it's
But
not.
that is what Nawat do, and this is the reason we all have a love-hate relationship with Nawat. He has no filter and stuff, but we loving him because again, when it comes to a show, he's the mastermind. He's the what is that
Yeah, I
movie?
mean, yeah, exactly. If he's the owner, then he can do whatever he wants. That's his prerogative.
Exactly.
Ohiniba says it's not only the three Anns that did not congratulate Vina, Chalita also lashed out on the fans when they were calling her out for not congratulating Vina. All right. Again, Spetty. Ezekiel,
Oh
what do you guys
God,
think of Miss Universe Chile? She reminds me of Victoria. Yes, Chile has one
she's
of the most
beautiful,
beautiful faces this year. Beautiful.
beautiful,
Another gorgeous blonde.
beautiful,
Gorgeous.
and
Chile and
it's a beauty
Argentina.
pageant.
Argentina is
Argentina's
gorgeous
gorgeous
too.
too.
Two
I
gorgeous blondes
mean,
this year. Two gorgeous
hmm
blondes. But they're not going to
but
win Miss Universe, sorry. They're
they're not gonna crown two
not going to
blondes
crown
back
her.
to back.
No.
They need
Yeah,
diversity.
they're not, neither one of them is marketable. Nope, sorry. I think Sheila needs to come out of her shell a bit more. She comes up as a very shy person on stage. All right. Beauty, I'm joining Miss Universe Philippines next year. What is the good advice for me to win Miss Universe Philippines? Uh,
Hmm.
find a good coach for one. Okay. Find
Yeah.
a good coach, build up your social media presence. Okay. If you have to buy followers, go ahead, do it.
That's fast. Don't do that.
uh Suck up on the organization. Okay, suck up big time on the organization. And then just make yourself known out there. Diversify your social media content. Okay. And just find a good coach. Definitely.
I,
It helps a
I
lot.
mean, good luck. I mean, Filipino queens have a legacy. Number one, when it comes to pageantry, be yourself. Again, find a coach that help you to embrace your own strength and not be a copycat. Good communication skills, speak from the heart, be relatable, have the heart and soul like Pia with the walk of
You have to be
Catriona. When it,
relatable. You
you need
have
to
to be
be,
relatable with the public for sure.
people needs to love you at the end of the day. Doesn't matter our opinions aside. Uh, I mean, opinions aside about it, at least for me, if I like a certain queen or not, at the end of the day, when it comes paying your dues and being loyal to your organization, that speaks volumes. So look, Pia, how many times she competed, and then finally she became Miss Philippines and then Miss Universe.
Mhm,
Katura did a great job as Miss World Philippine, and then she became Miss Universe Philippine.
mhm.
Um, what's her name? The current Miss Universe Philippines. Even though I don't love her, I don't like her. But
Atisa
let's be honest,
Manalo.
that one, Atisa, putting my taste aside, we need to recognize that she has paid her dues representing Philippines. She went to Japan, she went to Cosmos. This was her second time being loyal to the organization. So, for what I gather, loyalty is very important when it comes to Philippines organization,
Mhm.
especially you stick with them. So, be loyal to them, learn the formula, be yourself. Listen, don't give up the first time if you compete.
Exactly.
Not everybody can be Catriona. Not everybody
Just be
can be,
yourself. Be
just be
yourself.
yourself.
I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with emulating or imitating, your favorite beauty queen, but it boils down to being authentic. Apply what you've learned from all these beauty queens and then, practice, put them into practice into your own journey to Miss Universe Philippines crown or any other patch for that matter. All right, girl. How true there's 155 countries in Miss Universe, and you think the preliminary will be the same as last year where they introduced the woman in 3 seconds. Oh God, please. I hope that doesn't happen because last year's production literally was the worst Miss Universe production ever. But I believe in Papa Nawat. I think Nawat is going to surprise us with a much, much better production this year. That's why I can't wait to go to Thailand to attend Miss Universe because I know it's going to be very, very grand, even grander than Miss Grand, for sure.
I think
I'm
that
really looking forward to that.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 155 countries. That is too
Yeah, that's
much,
too
but
much. That's a
I,
lot. That's a lot.
that's more than, I mean, Miss World have
Are they
normally
gonna have
up
like a
to
4 hour
100.
show?
I killed somebody. This is not Miss International.
Come on.
No,
So I heard too that they're eliminating top 30s now from 155 whatever to just top 20.
I'm
No more
happy for
top
that.
30. Yeah, no more top 30,
I'm
just top
happy for
20.
that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Oh my God, that reminds me of something. That's another thing. Can somebody make this to make sense? You have maybe 13 girls in two categories to choose the semifinalists. And from 13 girls or 12, oh, let's just call 10 finalists and let's leave behind
Oh,
two.
wait, they're keeping the Continental Queens that Nawat did not like. I read
He
the
doesn't like the
comments.
Continental
He
Queens.
was not very fond of the Continental Queens, but I think was it Conan and told him no, we need to keep the Continental Queens. I said okay,
But
whatever. You're the
apparently, they're
boss.
going to announce the Continental Queens on the preliminary
Doing the
competition.
preliminaries, yes, exactly. That's what I heard.
I think that they just need to do, if it's that too many people, just do one show for swimsuit, one show for evening gowns. You know what I mean? Like 3 day preliminary, 2 day preliminary competition, and then the national customs, and that's it. And to be honest, I mean, I love national costume, don't get me wrong. But if you're not gonna do like a parade of nations that do the opening with the national costume and shows the scores, can you eliminate the national costume? Because some of them are not national costumes anymore. It's becoming a party city of moment. They
Yeah.
want to bring the pyramids from Mexico, the monuments from Thailand, India, the towers and bridges from England. Like they want to bring the buildings on stage. Come on, people.
I agree. Ohima says, what? Ezekiel sending a short Indian girl to Miss International for USA is clapping in Japan. Yeah, I agree. She's not gonna place. They had a goddess and she ended up runner-up. However, Miss India for Miss International this year, Rush is gorgeous. Okay, I posted about
She is
her on my
my
Instagram.
pick to win. She's my pick
You
to
know
win.
what? She
She's
needs to
gorgeous.
win. India needs to win Miss International this year because this girl is stunning.
Okay, I
She
have a
is the
question to ask
prototype of a
you.
Miss International winner. She looks like a doll. She has porcelain
Mm-hmm.
skin. She's fair
Mm-hmm.
skin. Japanese love fair skin
Mm-hmm.
girls. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
she's just gorgeous. So I want India to win Miss International this year. All right,
So I have a
let's
question to
see.
ask you.
Huh?
Do you think this amazing, sexy, whatever position he had, Steven, is gonna allow India to win, or he's just gonna pick again Venezuela, and that way he can have money to travel?
Are we talking about the manager of Miss International, Stephen Diaz?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Our well-known person
Yeah.
that every year he posts, this year we're gonna revamp Miss International, and
Didn't
it's
he
always
say,
the
wait,
same
didn't
thing.
he post recently that he was comparing Miss International with the other pageants where
Uh-huh.
the owners of Miss Grand and Miss Universe are all egotistic, narcissistic, etc. They all want attention and whatnot, compared to Miss International. Like, people, please get real. Is
First
it
of all, I
real?
found it unprofessional that you're using a
He's
business
craving attention.
social
He's
and
an
media
attention. He's
account
an attention whore as well himself. What is he talking about?
without protection. I
Yeah,
don't know. I think that he needs to be fired. He's a bad representation of the Filipinos and people that are professionals in the industry. And I cannot wait until he is fired. I don't care for him.
I don't understand why he's still there. He doesn't. I think he needs to quit, or yeah, like what you said, he needs to be fired. They need to find somebody who doesn't like to fight with fans. That's one thing.
Yeah, he's
Okay. What he does
unprofessional.
is that, like, like when you say something critical about the pageant, he responds with this very condescending tone, okay, which is really off-putting, I think. I mean, even the slightest critical comment that you make, he takes offense to it right away. Like,
Yeah,
please. It's
I
an
mean,
opinion. Why do you have to take it personally all the time? Really,
first
gee.
of all, first of all, he's a child. Like taking licenses, and I'm gonna say it flat out, taking licenses from directors because they have other license because he wants his brand to be unique. I'm gonna say this right now to everybody in the world in the pageant industry. Miss International is irrelevant. Nobody care about Miss International because it's not like before, and because people like Stephen
It's still
have
boring.
make Miss International image to be
I'm sorry, but Miss International, of
boring.
all the Grand Slam
No,
pageants, Miss International's
no,
production is the most boring still.
nobody care about Miss International.
Yeah.
If they try to make a production about Miss International only, that would not sell. From the OG3, only Miss World and then Miss Universe are the only OG3 that's still selling
Hmm.
between America and the rest of the world.
Right.
And now
Agree.
Grand is growing,
And
Cosmos is
Cosmo.
growing,
Hmm.
Cosmos is going pretty good, but nobody cares about Miss International.
Yeah, it's gone.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
Yeah.
And for you to try to think like, oh, you need to give preference to Miss International. In the Latin countries, let me see, universe or international? Hmm,
Ah.
universe. Let me see, grand and international. Grand.
And last,
World and international. Hmm, hmm.
international or Cosmo?
Cosmos.
International or Charm?
I pick charm. I pick charm. Because I do not like somebody that represents a brand that is privately sponsored to take it as a battle to fight with everybody, but then he demands respect. He just need to get out of the picture. Maybe if they choose somebody that knows the brand and is
Hopefully, this is
supposed
his
to be,
last year. That's all I can say.
well, we'll see.
Hopefully. Oh, Hubita says, I agree. USA is clapping at Miss International this year. Dorothy says, Miss Universe Palestine, Nadine Ayub seems to be making some noise. I carry the voice of people who refuse to be silenced. You know what? Again, another publicity stunt. Who cares? I really actually don't care about Palestine. I mean, come on, like, I mean, people who know me, I have a very strong opinion about this whole
Mhm.
Palestine, Israel, Gaza conflict. Okay. I don't want to even talk politics because first of all, they should not even politicize beauty pageants. And I have been saying that from day one. Okay. The only reason why they're allowing a Miss Universe Palestine this year is again for publicity purpose, because Nawat likes publicity. Okay. And not only that, but um, she is her own director. There's no, when I checked her LinkedIn profile, okay, this
Mhm.
this woman's profile on LinkedIn, it says that she is the owner of Miss Palestine organization. What does that mean? It means that she is her own director, and
She
she
bought the license.
and she bought the license, and she's sending herself as the representative. Okay. When I sent them an email asking who crowned Miss Universe Palestine, they never replied. They never answered back. So I think she's sending herself. And again, this is a publicity purpose, and also to make more, it's an attention grabbing event, whatnot. And by the way, ever since this story came out, I've been actually chatting with Miss Universe Israel, Melanie
Oh my
Shiraz.
gosh, she's beautiful.
She's she's stunning. She's gorgeous. So I've been
She's
chatting
gorgeous.
with Miss Universe Israel, and in a way I feel sorry for her because she told me that now with Palestine in the picture, she's now fearing for her own safety, because when she goes to Thailand, she's going to be bashed to death by all the anti-Israel brigade, by all the pro-Palestine zombies. That's what I call them. They're pro-Palestine zombies because all they do is yell, "Free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine," and whatnot. But yet, why don't you go to Palestine? Why don't you to Gaza? If you're so concerned about the Gazans, why don't you go there and help them out rather than spending your time wasting your energy yelling, "Free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine." And while they're doing that, they're not doing anything to reach out to the 600,000 Syrians who have been murdered by Islamic terrorists in Syria. We're talking about Christians, Druze, and other religious minorities in Syria. So where's your voice, people? Why are you not calling out the murderers of the
I
600,000 people in Syria? It's always free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine. You know what? I've had it up to here with free Palestine. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. This political debacle, I think pageantry has doesn't need. Pageantry was created to unify in a way. Pageant queens are not gonna resolve the problems of the world. They're just gonna be technically
stop
be
the
an
war and
instrument.
violence. She's in the
Mhm.
wrong pageant. Well, actually, there's going to be a Miss Grand Palestine. Is it going to be the same girl, the Miss Universe?
She might.
Maybe it's a different girl.
Um,
Who knows?
for me, pageantry as a whole, when they ask these questions, what you will do, they're human beings. If politicians cannot make changes, do you think the pageant queen will be able to do so? No. But have a sample, be part of an organization that would be able to do something for the society and create a change of reaction for changes, that is a good thing. I personally, with my spiritual belief, I pray that things get better because at the end of the day, innocent people from both sides are suffering. Like in any war or political conflict, the innocent people that are in the middle are the ones to suffering because
Wilfredo, it's simple. Okay. If you want the war to stop, release the remaining hostages. Period. Once Hamas releases the remaining hostages, war will stop. It's as simple as that. But they don't want to release the hostages. They don't want to release the
because
hostages.
they want again they want problems and stuff, and that this is a something that kind of is close to myself because I have a
Belinda,
very
you're so crazy. Belinda, your comment. I think Wilfredo is hotter if he's straight. Rafa is glowing. Oh, thank you, honey. I am
Oh,
glowing.
I forgot to tell you, your skin looks beautiful, but I love your hair, the
You
style.
do? Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
when I
I'm
just
getting
say
I'm getting a lot of gray hair now because I'm old. Okay, look.
no, but I like it. Leave it
Um,
there, and then when it gets more grayer, go to a platinum silver, and that's the look.
I'm thinking of becoming a silver fox one of these days. I'm not ready yet.
Believe you're not
I'm
ready
not ready
yet.
yet.
You
Not
see,
ready. Maybe in a couple of
Noemi,
years I will.
Noemi's not here. Remember that conversation where we're talking about bears, and Noemi was the only girl in the
Okay, do
panel.
you see this? Do you see this photo of Tom Brodeur? You know how old Tom is?
No.
He's 55.
Hey,
He's
Tom.
55, but he has more gray hair now. I think this picture is old. This picture was taken like a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a video. But I sent a message to him like I will be supporting him with my social media. Anything that because I believe in a new God, a new vision. Um, so I guess my sexuality determined my hotness. Hmm, okay, so
Well,
uh,
Wilfredo is he's versatile. He can be both gay and straight, right?
I'm straight in bed when I'm sleeping.
But when I'm not sleeping, when you're not sleeping.
Now, something happens. I think it's the song make me gay.
No,
No.
Noemi said when I spoke with Teresa, she said that the production of Miss Universe is going to be amazing. It's going to be grand. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, Teresa, for whoever doesn't know, is part of the Miss Grand International family, of course. and she saw Noemi and invited her to Miss Universe. So
Well,
again,
Noemi
for
is going
those,
to Miss Universe. She's going to Miss
hmm
Universe.
but
Yeah.
Teresa invited her to Miss Universe, and so for those that think that Grant doesn't have a good relationship with Noemi, sorry, she's still the OG. I'm not starting
Exactly.
rumors.
Exactly.
And
Subscribe,
yes,
people.
subscribe to
Noemi,
Critical
yeah, Noemi,
Beauty.
subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel now, people. Yeah, listen to Noemi. She knows exactly.
Yeah,
Subscribe, please subscribe. Ronstadt, Miss Palestine. Oh my God, run. Oh my God, run. Oh
people
my God,
don't don't
that's,
judge the
can you
contender just
imagine?
because she's
Do you
representing
remember
a country.
like a couple of years ago in Miss Grand, remember Nawat wanted to have both Russia and Ukraine as roommates? Can you imagine
Hmm
this year Palestine and Israel are roommates? What do you think? What are the chances of that happening?
Two soldiers will be in the room.
Right?
But
Exactly.
you know
So they
what?
better beef
This is
up. They better beef up security in Miss Universe this year. Now that you have
re-
Palestine.
remember when I was telling you about management and blah blah blah, the people in the middle, blah blah blah. I remember one year in Miss Universe, you know that Lebanon and Israel, they would never take pictures of being together because of the conflict. Off camera, Lebanon and Israel took pictures together.
That was in 2015. I remember that.
Yeah, in one of
I-
the editions from Miss Universe, and that was so
yes.
beautiful. The other reason is like just
But
because they
Lebanon,
have
see, no, Lebanon's story, she told the her country's media press
Mhm.
that she didn't feel comfortable having a picture along with Miss Israel. It was Miss Israel who sort of like urged her to take a picture. She didn't want to have a picture taken with Israel, but she didn't have any choice. She could not refuse Israel asking for a selfie with her. That's what happened. That's what she told the press. She wasn't very
Yeah,
happy.
but
And that's why the Lebanese, all the Lebanese people started hating Miss Lebanon, and they were demanding that she be dethroned because she had a picture taken with Miss Israel. It was just so petty and do,
I'm sorry, but
honestly,
if I say
do you see the hatred? There's so much hatred.
exactly,
There's so much
for
hatred.
and
Why?
that is the thing. If I don't want a selfie with you, I don't care. I'm gonna say, please, I don't feel comfortable. I walk away. So I feel that she said that, and this is my opinion. I feel that she said that because of the pressure that she was getting back home in the country, which is sad because of the political problems that countries have. They are preventing people to become friends and get together because you know how sad it is that you have one person besides you, but you will not talk to them. You will not get the time to know each other personally as a person just because of political conflict among the countries that you are representing. That is sad.
It is very sad, and this is why they should really first of all beef up security because you never know what's going to happen when you have contestants from countries that are fighting with each other, whatever, you're competing in the same stage. So you better have a very tight security. So as far as security is concerned, I think this is one of Miss Universe organization's strongest points. They always seem to have a very good security, at least of all the pageants that I've attended in the past. Not so sure about Mexico though. Mexico was sort of like lax in security, so to speak. But gladly nobody got injured, nobody got murdered or something. So yeah.
I mean, but you know what? That is the reason why I laugh because when Lupita Jones was directing Miss Universe, Miss Mexico for Miss Universe. The productions were amazing in Miss Universe for
Yes.
Miss Universe. She was out of the picture and was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh, go ahead, girls. You're going to Mexico. You're going to stay in La Quinta Inn Continental Breakfast, and then you guys are going to stay in the Hiltons. You are the ones.
Right.
The rest of you, Quinta Inn, the selected people, Hilton."
Hopefully it's going to be much, 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 much better this year. Guys, Ohiniba says, let's talk about Noelia Voigt, former Miss USA. Her posts on her stories these past. Did you guys see that? Her stories?
Yes,
They
I
were
was like, "Woo!"
hilarious. There were actually I posted some of them on my Instagram, Critical Beauty Official. Go take a look.
Hmm.
But she said she posted a lot of stories that reflects her joy. She was very happy that Miss USA now is the new director. As you know, Thom coached Noelia into winning Miss USA. Okay, I mean they're very good friends. So that's why she was very ecstatic that Thom is the new director. Okay,
My experience with
it's a big deal.
Noelia through Fashion Week, she is an amazing woman. I spent time with her. She and Uma, former Miss Teen USA, both of them, and the manager at the time. You know, that's one of the blessings about work behind the scenes in Fashion Week. You get to meet certain people. And I can tell you right now, Uma, Noelia, the former, I don't remember her position, but she was always traveling with them. They were so amazing, so humble. Like that is the reason this this change needed to happen, because it's like justice is being served. And of course, like I always say, we can have our own opinions. It's like when we say this is the one to win, we don't know what is going to happen after. We just can say, hey, we think that this is the one to win, and if they can work together, this would be a good outcome. I never saw Layla, sadly to say, and I don't know her. She's not my best friend or nothing, but I never saw her as a great national director for USA versus Crystal Stewart. No matter what happened at that moment, when Crystal Stewart was the director for Miss USA, every contestant that she had and the pageant and everything worked. I don't care if people say that our Albany everything was rigged. I'm sorry, this is a business, and if this was rigged, pay off pretty good because she ended up winning Miss Universe. And I believe that wasn't rigged because since she won Texas, she was one of the ones to beat. And Albany is one of the is a great Texas contender, a good Miss USA, and one of the most beautiful Miss Universe ever. And she's
Mhm.
been able to travel and embrace her Filipino culture as well. And I'm
Yeah.
glad about that.
I
So,
follow her vlog. She's an amazing
and
vlogger. Arbany.
yes,
Yeah.
so
And she's
Crystal
so
Stewart,
talented. My God.
yes,
Very talented as far as like, making
this,
secondhand clothes,
uh
designing
huh.
her own second sustainability clothing. Very, very impressive. So
And that is the
she
reason
stays
why
true to herself, to her
she
identity.
knew how to win, because from nationals to international, her platform, nothing changed. It's like she knew what to do in order to win, period. And I was there, and I know I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm objective. I knew that when she was competing, I was like, do you all know that we are applying for first runner up and below, correct? Are we clear? Okay, let's compete. Because you need to be honest. I mean, come on. Like when you see a strong contender, it's come to a point that you're like, yeah, I'm going, but I'm applying for first row up and below. Because I think I know who's gonna win. And with her case, I was like,
Yes, you have to think of yourself as the winner already. That
and
should
you
be
know
your
what?
mindset. That should be
I
your mindset.
remember,
I am going to win. That crown is for me.
you know that what I
Mindset.
remember being in New Orleans, that because Philippines didn't make it, every Filipino
Switch to Miss USA,
moved to
supporting Miss
USA.
USA.
So
Yeah.
I was like this, and I said,
No, there
and
were some
then,
Filipinos they were carrying both the US and the Philippine flag.
yes.
So
So they
when Philippines did not
switched.
make the cut, they switched to USA.
They switched to USA. So I was like, oh, this is getting juicy. In the meantime, and this was a sad, that was one of the things that I was sad. You see the Thai people with their big drums, a lot of people from Thailand rooting for this girl and everything, which she was so beautiful. And when she didn't make it, I saw Filipinos, I mean, Thai supporters leaving the area. And I'm like, okay, they are leaving, and if Philippines doesn't make the other half of the place is gonna be empty. No, they say, oh. Philippines didn't make it. We have a Filipino girl. Go USA! I was dying. I'm like, those are supporters
Oh,
to are true.
yeah. We love Albany. I love Albany.
Me too.
We all love Albany. Okay, moving on. Belinda. Palestine guys are hotter. I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know. They're all terrorists to me. Um,
Please,
Ron said Wilfredo.
Rafa, Rafa, not all of them are.
I'm sorry, but to me, I don't trust any of them. I mean,
No, don't say
sorry.
that. They're caught
But
in the middle.
Palestine is a fake country anyway. Ron Sant, Wilfredo is hot, straight or not, and I'm sure he can stand straight even in 1 foot and leg. Oh, that's cute, Ron Sant. Too cute.
Thank you for why always in every life at some point my
They want
sexuality contact with my level of hotness. I'm just a regular guy, but thank you. But this
you
is
attract both gay and straight people, Wilfredo.
yeah, but this is kind of
Something
it's
about
kind of
you that's a magnet to all types of sexual orientation, I
maybe
guess.
because I'm a bear.
Probably, maybe you're adorable, you're cute, but at the same
Yeah,
time
I'm
you're
a Care Bear.
very strong and very macho. So that's why. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, Hiniba says, Guy, let's take a moment to commend CJ because she went from Panama to Los Angeles to Thailand and to the Philippines within a week and learned the choreography for Miss Grand Philippines opening number overnight.
Hmm.
Yes. Did you see her performance? She was amazing. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, she looked amazing.
This
God
girl,
timings is perfect. I think that, and this is my opinion. Please, people, don't hate me. This is my opinion. While I still believe that India rightfully won Miss Grand International, one of the things that saved Miss Grand International right now is that the first runner up was equally talented
amazing.
and
Yeah.
relatable.
Mhm.
Because I believe that if the first runner up were not that old that for Nawat to back money, he would not fire or either fire or she resigning, either or.
Mhm.
So India will still be Miss Grand as right now. But Philippines, CJ, for the proof that she is an amazing Grand Queen. So that's what is saving Grand brand right now.
Mhm.
That she is commercial, that she move masses. Because if she wouldn't be a boring first runner up, I don't think this will be happening right now. So
And
he knew the move that he was doing.
right. And how many countries has she visited since she was crowned Miss Grand International? I think she has visited more countries than Miss International or Miss Earth combined,
Miss Interwa.
or even Miss Supranational. Supranational, she was crowned back in June,
Hmm.
right? And then
Yeah,
how many countries has Supranational visited so far? Like maybe four, five,
maybe seven.
seven,
I
maybe?
think seven. I think is the closest one, seven. I think international is either seven
No, probably
uh,
less than seven, I
or
think.
less.
Yeah.
Nobody likes her
Nobody wants her because she's not really that attractive. She's not really pretty.
because
No.
she wasn't the one to win. But again, uh,
She doesn't have personality. She's just too boring and
you
bland.
said it. You
Yeah,
said it.
very bland. Whereas with
Nobody expected
Victoria,
her to
Miss
win.
Universe is going to be her like she's going to Italy next week and it's going to be her 27th country, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, 27, 28 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
Miss Universe is going everywhere.
But this is the thing. This is how you can take advantage of another pageant system's uh, downfall. If you notice, once Miss Grand have that problem, Miss Universe starts skyrocketing in travels.
Really?
Once Miss in, yeah, once Rachel was not in the picture technically, because let's be honest, facially speaking, Rachel is gorgeous. So
Yes.
you eliminated a beautiful face out of the equation. And at that time, what do you have left that is beautiful? Miss Universe. Let's do it.
And yeah,
And
sorry,
she
but Miss
started.
Universe is still the biggest, the most
She,
prestigious, the most desired,
she
the
she
coveted
is
pageant.
gorgeous and she's beautiful and
And she hasn't
and
gained weight. Did you notice? Victoria has
of
not
course
gained weight.
no. But hello,
Was
she's
able to
European.
maintain, she was able to maintain her body ever since she won.
And she had that angel. People say like, "Oh my God, no, um, she's not that beautiful." I'm sorry, but she is this angelic, 80s beauty,
Yeah.
blonde one, angelical beauty, and that is the
Everybody
reason
loves
she's
her.
liked.
Yeah. Every time, every
I'm
country that she
happy that she
visited,
won.
every country that she visited, she would have all these little children flocking up to her, wanting to take
Mm-hmm.
pictures of her, want to hug her, kiss her, and whatnot. Yeah. So she really attracts a lot of attention, public attention, which is exactly what all pageant queens should have. All right.
And the you notice that CJ is being able to pick up on traveling with the short amount of time that she has as a current Miss Grand? So that, and she's beautiful too and talented. Two different type of beauty, but at least she was able to do something. But in the meantime, Miss International that was celebrated before Miss Universe still stuck again because it's not relatable. I don't care what he said, it's not relevant. It's
Mhm.
a dead pageant. Period. And
Exactly. Oh, Ron San says, Rafa, do you know about DS promo that Donald Trump is inviting Nawat in Washington, D.C. for promotion? No, never heard of it. I find
what?
what's DS? What is DS? I find DS hard to believe. Oh, I find this hard to believe. No,
Okay.
no, never heard of it. But Vina, by the way, Vina, Nawat, and the first and the second runners up are going to Washington, D.C. for the Thai Festival.
Uh-huh.
From September 10th to September 16th. I was gonna go, but I opted to go to New York City instead for the fashion weeks because I'd rather go see my good friend Alonso's collection and meet Miss Universe Netherlands. CJ is stunning in person, says Noemi. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
CJ looks so much better and younger without makeup. Okay. Arbin is enjoying the Philippines to the max. She's now a guest host as one of the 10 biggest noon. Yes, I know. I've
Mm-hmm.
been watching her on these variety shows in the Philippines. Yes. CJ went to Thailand, India, Myanmar, Laos, Macau, Panama, USA, Philippines, Malaysia. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 countries.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your next country? Do you know?
Mm.
Why is it, Belinda says, why is it so weird that Philippines pageant is it entertainment anymore? It's more like it's a matter of life and death pageant because it's competitive.
It's competition.
It's a competition more so than entertainment.
This is not Miss
Oh,
Grand, baby.
yeah. CJ has traveled to 10 countries already. She has about 2 travels more before MJI this year. Super has only traveled to Poland and Brazil. Opal too has been traveling a lot. Wilfredo, I always go out with Latinos, especially Puerto Ricans and Colombians. But fortunately, I was happily married to a Russian Polish American for over 30 years. I was 20 when I got hitched in the United States. 30 years, Ron? Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank
Um,
you.
okay, so going back to Miss USA. Okay, so we covered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guess what?
What?
Um, The remaining, okay, there are other states that have not crowned their winners. One of them is actually tonight. Miss District of Columbia, USA is tonight. I wonder if they crown a girl already.
I know Arizona is tomorrow
Arizona is tomorrow.
because.
Alabama and Louisiana are September 21st. Okay, so Alabama and Louisiana are
Mm-hmm.
the two other states held by Ablaize Productions. Okay, so it's probably gonna be. Wait a minute. Alabama, are they going to hold both pageants at the same time? If so,
I
which
I
if so, where? Alabama or Louisiana? Where? Are you praying to Jesus? What is Jesus telling you?
to all the contestants for Alabama and Louisiana, bring your lawyers to the preliminary competition,
Good
and final
advice.
night,
Good
pro bono
advice.
if it's possible, just in case, or sponsorship, you will need it. That's my
Good
best advice. Bring your lawyers.
advice.
Lawyer up. You don't want to have the same situation that happens in the Carolinas, Miss Wise, on Alabama and Louisiana.
No pageants scheduled for these states: Colorado, Idaho, Montana, New Hampshire, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. There will not be any pageants for those 7 states this year because all the directors left and they have not been replaced. The former director of Washington, Idaho, and Oregon, Maureen Francisco, actually sued Laylah. The reason why she sued Laylah is because Laylah forbid Maureen Francisco, who is the former director, to cancel all the pageants without giving any explanations whatsoever. So
Noemi
Maureen,
said, I'm so sorry. Noemi just wrote it.
what? Oh,
DC
yes, they
was
did.
crowned.
DC Crown. Okay. So who won? Let me know. Um, so this is what's happening with those 7 states. They will not have a state pageants, unfortunately, because they don't have a state director. And the former director for Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, Maureen Francisco, is suing Laylah because Laylah canceled her pageants, even though she already had paid for the venue, for the hotel accommodations, for the for the vendors, for the caterers. So she lost a lot of money. That's huge revenue loss for
Well,
Maureen Francisco.
now we know
So
why she's being MIA.
it's just, yes, it's just too sad. It's just too sad. So to answer the question, which is the original subject of the discussion tonight, who really owns Miss USA and Miss Teen USA? Can we get a vote? People comment in the comment section. Who do you think really owns is the new owner? Oh, who do you think is the legitimate owner of Miss USA, Miss Teen USA? Is it gonna be Thom, Thom, Brodeur, or is it still Laylah, Laylah,
I
Laylah,
believe
Laylah?
I believe it's Tom. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. My earbud died. Um hope I think it's Tom. I'm sorry, but you are not gonna have the Jones to make it public that something is going on, and a business trade or something published the news, even saying that his contract allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I just read it, so, but apparently his contract is for 10 years.
Okay. You know what? That doesn't mean anything because Laylah's contract was supposed to be for 12 years.
Yeah, and look at the crappy job that she did.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So what about the others? What about the other directors from the other countries as well? They also signed for a 5, 7 year, 10-year contract, but they were dismissed. Now with Laylah's case, she might sue the Miss Universe organization for breaching the contract. So that's a possibility right there.
Yeah,
And
but
assuming that Thom does not do a good job with Miss USA or Teen USA, it's also possible that they might take away the franchise from him.
they might
But
have
there's
a
no
clause.
guarantee. There's no guarantee. Every director, state or national, is disposable. Okay, you can be
Exactly.
easily replaced. You can be
Yeah,
easily replaced.
but this is the thing. Nobody will have the Jones to make public their new position in any pageant organization with proof. You're not gonna he will not put himself in a position where he will be liable to be sued for false propaganda like that.
That's
So
true. But you know what? This is the problem, because Miss Universe usually, well, again, Miss Universe should really make an official statement confirming that Thom Brodeur is the new national director of Miss USA and Miss Teen USA. They have not made any official statement. That's why we're all confused. We're
I
all
think they're waiting
Laylah
after
still
this.
thinks that Laylah still thinks that she's the owner. Okay.
Well, if she's the owner as of right now, when is gonna be the pageant, girl? When is happening?
Exactly. You know
There's
what?
a
I don't
venue.
think there's gonna be a pageant. I bet
I
you.
mean, I
No.
can find you some contacts here in South Carolina. Come to Charleston. There's a hotel and a great place to do it. 3 day
No.
pageant.
I think the best way is to just send the first runner-up from last year, Connor Perry, Miss Kentucky USA 2024, as the US representative. And then all the girls that have been crowned this year should compete for 2026. I
I
think that will give them more time to prepare for the
I
national.
exactly. And number two, I believe this is a whole debacle. I mean, Miss USA, I think for the first time in, like RuPaul will say, for the first time in her history or Queen story, because it's pageant. So for the first time in Queen story, let's use that one. For the first time in Queen
Uh-huh.
story, um, Miss USA as of right now in a current year has no venue, no date, and the delegates are not being even all confirmed. I'm sorry, but that never happens. Even
So
doesn't matter
even, you know
who.
what, even if they have a pageant, a Miss USA pageant this year, you wonder how long is the pageant going to be? Is it going to be like 2 days, maybe like a weekend, like state pageant? It cannot be longer than a week because time is running out.
Well,
You know what I
I hope
mean?
if they're gonna do a pageant, I hope whoever wins is ready to compete because if not, this is gonna be like the first pageant that Crystal Stewart have, that she shows an amazing queen and that she have only like 5 days or so to get everything together and go to Israel. And with that amount of time that she have as
But she
Miss
was
USA,
ready though. She was already ready to compete in
but
Israel.
that is the reason why I say you
They picked
cannot
her.
go on a state level mind. When you compete for your state, you need to let them know I'm ready to be Miss USA and go the next day to Miss Universe.
Right.
And that is why my conflict as a coach comes when I see so many content coaches that you just need to get ready for state. You're good. You're good. No, you don't know
All
when
right.
it's gonna be. You know.
Right. So okay, so here's my thing. So
Uh-huh.
if should they have a Miss USA pageant this year,
Uh-huh.
you know who my choice for the Miss USA crown is?
Oh,
Nevada, USA, Mary Sickler.
oh, I need to. I need
Oh,
to.
honey, you need to check her out. Mary Ziegler competed in Miss Texas USA twice. She was first runner-up, also second runner-up, and then she moved to Nevada, and then she wins that contest. Okay, fine, she's a state hopper, but you know what? She deserves the Miss Nevada USA crown. All right, go. You know what? Check out Miss Nevada USA.
I'm doing it right now. Let me see. No, this is not the one.
Mary Ziegler. This girl is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna share. There she is. You see
Yeah,
her?
because it's popping up somebody. Oh,
Isn't she
hello.
gorgeous? Yeah, she and I have been like chatting with each other on Instagram.
Oh, I like her. I like her
This
cheek.
girl is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that body.
I will not dress her
Girl,
in black.
she needs to win Miss USA, okay?
Oh, she looked like she can make some noise in Thailand.
She will. Well, she's actually in Thailand right now. She's in
I
Thailand.
like, I like, you know how she reminds me like the olden days Miss USA from the 1990s, 1998 kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Her, her whole ensemble. But please don't dress her in black. Make her look like Morticia Adams. I didn't like the pictures in black, but she
Yeah.
looked beautiful.
She's gorgeous. So I'm hoping that she wins Miss USA. Okay, she's my favorite right now. My other favorites are Miss Utah. Miss Utah USA is gorgeous as well.
If you can put the picture, because honestly, I'm not being who North Carolina is ready. Yeah, she's ready to not win. Sadly to say she's not gonna be. I have nothing against her. I
Oh
saw
my
her in person
God.
competing, but she's not gonna win Miss USA. Sadly to say. Oh,
Okay.
hello.
This is Utah.
Wow.
She's
But
Latina. Latina.
she's
Uh,
gorgeous.
she is gorgeous as well.
She's crownable. Ooh,
El
you know who
Hinojosa.
she remind me? That
Who?
hairstyle, like Nevada, Ali Landry. Miss
Yes.
USA
Yeah, I was
1996.
gonna say that too. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Ooh, I like that Queen aura. Oh,
So
she's
Nevada,
crownable.
Utah, both franchises owned by Shanna Moakler, Miss USA 1995. So
But this is the thing.
Shayna knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh, she's beautiful. But I mean, Noemi, correct me. I know you've been busy doing stuff. I know you're online, but you're busy. But correct me. There's a lot of pageant hoppers that goes to Nevada. So sometimes that's the reason why the state itself is not that involved in Miss Nevada USA. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because that's another thing. There's some states that they are very well known for crown uh pageant hoppers, but they're like, you know, fine. I don't agree with it, but if you are the only way that I'm kind of happy if you are crownable. Like Nevada and Utah, they look like they're going to the party. For those that doesn't know what that means, is like when they say, "Oh, she's ready to the party," it's like she's gonna make semifinalists and finalists. That's what
Mhm.
I'm talking about. Those two are ready to compete.
Top five for sure.
South
Top
Carolina
five.
is she's gonna be a clapper. Sorry, Miss LA fake. North Carolina, unless they do some changes,
Probably
she's
doesn't
gonna
know
be Miss
anything.
Universe.
She probably doesn't even know the capital of South Carolina, right? Ah,
Santo
Ro-
Domingo. She's gonna say Santo Domingo.
No, she's half Guyanese.
No,
She's
that's
half,
North Carolina.
no,
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina is half Guyanese.
Yeah. Oh, I made a post about that. Saying, let's think about this. The new owner is from Guyana. She's half Guyana. Let it sink in.
Yes. Yes. Connection. Ron said Miss USA should select a winner even without these seven states. Don't worry about them. Pick a winner and go to Thailand. Well, okay, you know what? I sort of like agree. Who cares about the seven states anyway? They're not really that important. And it's too late now. So yeah, let Nevada is in Thailand, so it's just ready to work. Yes, for sure. I'm sure
Mhm.
she made a good impression on know what. Oh, not also Nevada, Georgia. Miss Georgia USA also went to Thailand.
Yes, Georgia is
Georgia.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful as
Georgia is
well.
beautiful. I saw her pictures.
Beautiful as well. Okay, Utah, gorgeous, beautiful eyes. Rafa is right. Just a point, Miss Kentucky, USA, from last year to Thailand. Exactly. That's what I said for sure. All right, we're gonna wrap it up because it's past midnight and I need my beauty sleep.
Me too. I need to wake up, get up like in 5 hours and a half to work. My other work, we divide ourselves.
All
I mean,
right,
at least
so I guess most of us, or I guess the majority of us now have determined that the legitimate owner of and CEO and director of Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, is none other than
Ba,
Thom
ba, ba,
Brodeur.
ba.
Okay,
Yep.
congratulations, Thom. You won. Laylah, you tried. Thank you for your service. We still love you. Hopefully, good luck in your next personal and professional endeavor. And hopefully, you've learned a lot from this whole experience.
Uh,
And even though you don't talk to me anymore, that's okay. That's
I mean, I
okay.
don't know her. I don't love her. But Tom, you can count with my support. Anything that you need, remember Critical Beauty. As a media press and judge, I can be behind the scene or help you with the runway take or be a judge. I mean, I support you. I'm with you. From pageant coach, congrats. We need to stay together.
All right, people, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had a good chat. I think we discussed a lot of things. Okay, I think
Mhm.
we pretty much covered up everything. So, but if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to, or save your questions for the next group chat. The next group chat, we'll be talking about our favorites for Miss Grand International because the girls are expected to arrive
I,
in Thailand September 29th, I think, later this
I
year.
cannot wait for that. You know that
Yes. So
my favorite time.
please bookmark it. I'm gonna post on my social media, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube as well for the date of our next group chat. So
Please,
hopefully, you'll be there to join us. So thank you, everyone. Have a
guys.
wonderful weekend. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Virtual hugs, virtual kisses.
Kisses,
Have a
kisses.
great weekend. Mi
One
amor,
thing,
te quiero.
te quiero mi corazón. Recuerden, subscribe, follow, subscribe, Critical Beauty.
That's right,
Suscríbanse,
honey.
okay? It's not about liking it. You need to support. Come on, let's stay together.
Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Okay. That's all I ask. So have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. We love you. Adios. Mabuhay. Bye.